Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Just making sure my audio is good. We are getting ready to react to a couple of different game demo sessions today. First of all, Kat, thank you so much for the hello. Welcome into you, to Maple. Also to Farah on the YouTube side. Thank you all for being here. I didn't realize, person takes a couple of days off for work, and next thing you know, there's like 15 different game demo things that popped all at once. Hard work, am I right? But, yeah, we're going to get started with the video here. First up, we're going to be doing Wholesome Direct and see what they've got lined up for us. I was actually approached by them because I've covered their games before, like playing like Moonstone Island and a few others. So they asked if I'd be willing to partner, and I was like, yes. But then they said it was streaming on a Thursday, and I was like, dang, I can't do that. So we're going to do it now, in video format. That being said, let's check it out. Also, I love this cover art. It's really pretty. Very colorful and in the spirit of pride. Anywho, let's see what we got. And as always, let me know how the audio is. For me, it's actually a little bit loud. Turn it down just a bit. Okay. So they got these directs are going to have like interviews and stuff too, which I'm down to watch. Welcome over on the YouTube, Cat. Thank you. All engagement is always good, and if you guys are watching this after the fact, I greatly appreciate it. All support helps the channel and allows me to maybe get closer to be able to do this more often and more professionally, ideally. So if we've got good audio, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead from the countdown to the live section. Let's go ahead and slide over. Oh, there we go. That's some Portal sound of music and sound effects. Could you maybe make it a bit quieter or you a little bit louder? Of course. One sec. I'm going to bring that down a bit. How about now, Farah? Holy mackerel, that's a lot of studios. Also, I will boost myself a little too. It always amazes me how much talent goes into all of these indie developer games. It's insane to me.
Welcome to the 5th anniversary of Wholesome Direct. We've showcased 375 games, generated more than 1 million wish lists, and raised $200,000 for charity thanks to your support and excitement for joyful and uplifting games. Now, sit back and relax as we bring you surprise releases, world premieres, and so much more. As always, you can find the complete list of games on wholesomegames.com after the show. Let's get started.
Oh yeah, fun fact for you, by the way. Wholesome Games themselves as exactly 4 people. We're all screwed. I feel this. This is perfect. You know what? This reminds me that I have never played Power Wash Simulator. I should really get on that someday. Also kind of reminds me of that whole simulator game. Oh, it's like be a lawn keeper for real. Okay, you sold me. You freaking sold me. You can jump in the leaf piles. Let's go.
Hi, Wholesome Direct. My name is Kennedy. You can find me as Cozy K on TikTok, Reels, and YouTube. My little corner of the internet is a space where everyone can feel welcome and at home in the world of gaming, and learn all about the games that center slowing down and giving yourself a little time to just be. In our next game, you'll learn about a family story through scrapbooking. And the best part is, it comes out today.
Gonna post that in the chat for everybody so you guys can check it out yourself as well. Okay, that was a bit of an abrupt tone shift, but I'll take it. That's cute. Instance. Oh, it's already out. Nice. And bonus points is on Switch.
Our once grand and glorious bazaar is but a shadow of its former stalls. But that's all in the past.
I'm getting
now,
such Dragon Quest Fruit Factory vibes here.
Now, with that settled, allow me to show you to your new home.
I, for one, can't wait to see how that little farm changes and grows.
More for me. Gotta be real. I would totally spend time playing these games if I had extra time to do so.
I took one step in this town and just knew I had to live here.
You got guts taking on a tough job like that.
Also, I freaking love the cows.
Well then, I suppose I'll be seeing you around quite a bit.
One day, you'll be the most famous bazaar in the world, entertaining vast crowds of people.
Wow. That is very colorful. This is so mad. I hope my Stardew Valley plays one day. Okay, Maple. We will definitely get to that. I actually have played Star before, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm so glad you're taking a liking to this little town of ours.
I'll admit, I tried playing multiplayer once, but it kind of didn't go that
Wholesome
well.
Direct. I'm Cat Atelier on YouTube, blending my name and the word atelier because my channel is like my creative happy space where we get to really slow down and enjoy the simple things, from calming games to new and nostalgic treasures, or even glimpses of slow and relaxing slice of life vlogs to hopefully help you unwind or discover your next favorite comfort game. Speaking of which, let's keep things fresh with a brand new game starring a beloved bunch of vegetables.
You are a clever cat.
Hi everyone.
Don't give me that.
Welcome to Gourdlets Together, a building and fishing game set in the world of Gourdlets.
What the?
Design your own island and level up your fishing as you hang out with
Everybody
friends.
is literally gourds. Oh, that's so cute. Also, it can
Spend
be a
your
judge on
earnings
whether
on upgrades and accessories.
Haven't heard you on stream.
And make your island feel like home. Share your island with your friends and get inspired by their creations. The Gourdlets community has asked for multiplayer for a long time, so I decided to go all out and make a fully featured multiplayer game.
Oh, I love that.
So many people already say Gourd morning in our Discord. Wouldn't it be nice if they could do that together in the Gourdlets world?
How incredibly clever.
Gourdlets Together.
Even her studio name.
In addition to highlighting wholesome games during each direct, we strive to feature and support organizations that make the world a better place. This year, we're working with Serenity Forge to fundraise for Point of Pride. Available now, these shirts not only celebrate wholesome games and some of the titles included in this year's show. A portion of the proceeds from each purchase will go towards Point of Pride, a non-profit organization that provides financial aid and direct support to trans people in need of health and wellness care. If you'd like to join us in supporting them, just visit wholesomegames.com.
Once again, check the pinned comment or pinned a message if you're in the stream, and you can see it for yourself. Luna Island. Is it multiplayer? It kind of looks like it's a multiplayer title, I'm not sure. Very pretty. Seem to Hostanki, it's not ASMR. If you're into German metal, I mean, it would be. Also, congrats on the hit, Tina. Oh snap, you guys can do dances? Let's go. Oh, this is this an existing game? Like an expansion?
Hi, Wholesome Direct. I hope you're doing well out there. I am Milady Confetti, and I love to share, talk about, and play all types of video games. That's cozy games, indie games, some horror in there, and also love yapping about anime. I love deep diving into game lore and talking about how those themes impact us as gamers. That sounds like your thing. You should come join us over at the Kingdom of Confetti. Now, grab your seat if you haven't already. We've got a release date coming up for this next title that's all about finding the perfect spot for everyone.
Same, Jim. Same. Is this seat taken? Oh, I think I heard something about this. It's like a dating game. Like the point is to get people to hook up, pretty much. This is a very cute kind of puzzler. Can't admit you'd like this. Pichu Hakusho. Oh, what a cute game, though. I'm actually kind of surprised, though. I thought I saw something saying that this was, like, out in February. So I wonder if there was
ready for another release date? Craft charming rooms for yourself and a variety of unique inhabitants. Customize furniture and share photos of your creations in this next game.
Oh. You can pet the house? I'm down for that. Make room. Oh, it's like the cozy cabin simulator kind of games. And I've always looked at these and thought they'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, it does. It feels like unpacking, just like a different take on the genre. Honestly, I think that's pretty cool, though. Wow. It actually has a good furniture simulator. It's actually kind of rare. Usually you get a lot of clipping and stuff like that. It squeaked. This kind of reminds me of a mobile title called Kinder World as well. This is more customizable, but it does remind me of it. Just a nice cozy vibe. Steam only. Okay.
Hey Wholesome Direct, I'm Pink-Umbrella and I'm a Twitch and a YouTube partner. I'm a bilingual creator based in Quebec, focused on exploring or making up rich stories. My community, the Umbrellas, loves singing, dancing, cracking up the latest mystery detective games, or simply cooking. My content focuses on nourishing your spirits while also providing an umbrella for those rainy days. In this next title, you play as a miniature detective searching for a stolen bell in an adorable stop-motion inspired world. Let's take a look.
Okay, I already love this animation style. Also, I love how, like, sharp-eyed your character is. Like a cat. And boys, they flip. And the gleam fell. That's on Kickstarter. Oh. Man, I love these designs. Please tell me they plan on putting this on, like, Switch. This would be glorious on the Switch. I was going to make a joke. I thought he was going to get in the pot. I said, ha! He's planting evidence.
We've got plenty more games and announcements coming your way. As a reminder, once we finish, you can find the complete list of titles on our website at wholesomegames.com. Now, back to the show.
What if you didn't just play an MMORPG, but built the world, the quests, and the stories inside it? In Let's Build a Dungeon, you're the developer of a fictional online game, shaping the world, designing adventures, and watching virtual players dive in. But you're not just building quests. This is a simulation of the entire games industry, marketing, contract negotiations, and server management. Your tools are even powerful enough that you can design and build entirely new games. And today, we're revealing something new. A co-op enabled mode where
Oh my god. I am about to set upon a project of recreating CyberConnect in the .hack world.
every decision is shaped
Kat,
by the cards you draw.
Let's play it together.
In the Just Build mode,
I am
create your world
so down for
together,
it.
unlock new upgrades, watch your heroes roam and your universe grow. It's a stress-free, cozy sandbox, designed around the fun of discovery and shared creative control of a huge fantasy world. Wishlist now, and let's build something wonderful together.
Xbox and Steam.
Wholesome Direct. I'm Nimbly.
Hold on. If it's on Xbox, it might be on Game Pass. Worth looking into. That's what I'd recommend. But yeah, that is right up my alley.
And online, I'm also known as your high-fem comforting friend and lore keeper. My community, the Gardens of Phalia, is a space that I've nurtured for nearly 5 years to be an affirming, inspiring, educational, and creative haven for gamers of the soft and sensitive sort. Transform puzzles into furniture pieces to create the perfect home for your rodent friend in our next game, which launches today.
Home sweet home. Aha. When you regret building the thing you built. So wait, is this... It went a little too fast in the puzzle. Is this, Picross? Kinda feels like it is. I am terrible at Picross, for the record. I tried playing the Pokemon Picross game way back in the day, and I wasn't bad at it. It is really cute, though. I like how everything starts out as cheese. That's a cute one if you like number puzzles.
Monument Valley 3, as an experience, I feel like we're always trying to find a balance between meditative activities and relaxing moments, but also still giving you challenge within the levels. I'm a big fan of the town chapter. Colour scheme, very cute, yeah. But also the fact that you can pull the sliding doors open, and there are just like little characters hiding inside.
And I love the
if you like
character
puzzles,
that is
I highly recommend you guys check out the series.
Stretching. So cute.
It's cute.
It's cute. Have you ever seen a character stretch in a game before?
Never. It's never happened before. Oh, I love sailing. Like I actually really love like bumping into the lily pad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just really delightful.
It's nice also like meeting the Monument Valley 3 companion for the first time, and but it just really feels like you're going on a journey, and can't wait for people to see it.
Wishlist on Steam.
Wishlist it.
That's cute. They have the dolls of the main characters behind them. Wow, it's even on Netflix Games.
We'd like to take a moment to thank these developers and publishers for their support in making today's show possible. From our team and our community, thank you.
I know both of those. I've played their games before. What a strange and adorable platform. I saw that. It's a pillar of the bug community.
Stay tuned because we've got so many more surprise releases and world premieres still to come.
I see the Cult of Lamb over there.
Hey, Wholesome Direct. I'm Atari. I love playing most genres of video games, but my heart lies with cozy puzzle and cozy indie games. On my channel, we're not afraid to take chances, make mistakes, and get silly all at the same time. We're a welcoming and inclusive respite in troubling times, as well as a reminder that anyone can be a gamer. So stay tuned because right now we have a major update from a fan favorite.
You know, it is a bit of a shame seeing everybody else doing their promos because I was offered the chance for it if I had been able to stream, to co-stream the event. But, oh well, it is what it is. ADSF the cat. Little Kitty Big City. I thought I recognized this title. Want to be a cat? It pretty much feels like the right game. Vending Dokan, Cozy Kiosk. Run your very own vending business. Huh. I mean, there could be some interesting appeal to this. This feels very niche, and not in a bad way. It actually feels like a different take on like TCG Card Shop Sim and the Aquatic Store Sim and all the other Sims. But not the Sims. That's a different kind. This kind of reminds me, I need to get back to playing Promise Mascot Agency too. Got a lot more to play on that.
I just wanted to give a warm welcome to everyone watching today's show with one of our official co-streamers. Thanks for joining us.
The snow was swirling
official
when the
reactor, I guess?
arrived. We didn't think they'd make it far.
Oh.
But then something
He's got such a cute little outfit.
The little mouse learned how to knit warm clothes.
I'm getting
the stove and filled the air with the scent
I'm getting
of fresh
Frostpunk cozy
pies.
vibes here.
They
I'm
brought
here
the
for
burrow
this.
back to life.
Actually, hold on. Frostpunk meets the Hobbit game that hasn't come out yet. This is it.
In the end, our doubt was put to shame. Not only did the
Good to know
little
that
mouse
death
save
is a fail state
themselves,
in this.
they saved all of us.
That's a lot of different platforms as well.
In case you missed it, this year we're fundraising for Point of Pride. You can pick up one or both of these shirts to celebrate the showcase.
Seriously, I love
and
the
with
left
each
shirt. It's
purchase,
so cute.
a portion of the proceeds will go towards Point of Pride, an organization dedicated to providing access to healthcare and wellness resources for trans people all over the world. If you're able, please consider supporting this fundraiser by sharing the news
For the record, too,
and
anybody
purchasing a
that
shirt
wants to
at
support Pride stuff,
wholesomegames.com.
feel free to leave a comment on the video or in the chat. Because I do know a couple of organizations that try to reach out. You can always
Here in the Shire, time moves at just the right pace.
Speaking of the
Each
Shire
day
game,
reveals new possibilities for curious hobbits. And every season brings so much to savor and discover.
July 29th, they've got a new date for it. Let's go.
With the passage of time, the land changes, bringing new colors, new rhythms,
This game was supposed to have been out
and
back
new
in
moments to cherish.
January, I think it was.
Tend to your garden and bring
But
life
the
to the
delays made
land.
it worth it, though, you know?
Find
looks
joy
pretty.
in shaping a home that feels just right.
I just need to know, is there a random
Explore,
encounter with dwarves?
trade, and celebrate the small joys that make each
Yeah,
day
I think the art style did
special.
change. It feels like it went down, like on the slider scale for detail.
On July 29th,
maybe it'll run into a lot of
wait
performance issues.
is over. Your Hobbit life begins. Every detail is yours to shape.
I love the
and
classic
no matter the season, hobbits will always have time for foraging, friendship, and of course, food. Lots and lots of food. Welcome home, Hobbit. Wait. Tales of the Shire, The Lord of the Rings game,
wait, did they change
coming
the title
July
too?
29th.
Hi, Wholesome Direct. My name is Mriz, and I'm a queer cozy gaming content creator here on YouTube and also on TikTok. Cozy games have always been a huge part of my life. As someone who struggles with anxiety, being able to escape reality for a bit and immerse myself in these peaceful virtual worlds means everything to me. And I strive to create the same safe, warm feeling over on my channel. Grab a friend for this next title. As two cute pups looking for your human, harness the power of teamwork and friendship to get through eerie places and save the day.
Is that Krobus? As in the streamer? Hold on. If I not.
Eerie places to create the same safe, warm feeling over on my channel. Grab a friend for this next title. As two cute pups looking for your human, harness the power of teamwork and friendship to get through eerie places and save the day.
It's the target dog. Spot. I love that they took the time to make a cereal that looks like it's addictive to dogs. Stardew Valley is a hidden aromatic option. Oh! Wow. Oh. I thought that said 3 centimeters to mention. I was like, what? So instead of getting ready, you have them with you. Aww. They're moving with you. And then they were literally just roommates. What a curiously toned game. I'm kind of intrigued by it.
Hey, Wholesome Direct. My name is Val, and I go by Space Valkyries online and on Twitch. As a streamer and a writer, I love playing all sorts of games, especially ones that tell a compelling narrative or provide comfort in stressful times. Journey to save the tree of life in this next game, a hand-drawn adventure about the interconnectedness of nature. Launching today.
Hi, I'm Chloe, and I'm the art director of The Guardian of Nature, and today is a really special day for us, as it's the surprise release of the first episode on Steam. The Guardian of Nature is a magical puzzle adventure game, and it tells a story of how everything is interconnected in nature. You play Henry and have this unique ability to change in size, so you can explore nature above and below ground, in big and in small. Over the last few years, we have created Henry's world with its wondrous flora, fauna, fungi, solar punk devices, and the giant tree of life. So everything is completely inspired by nature. So all the scenes, the animations, puzzles, and illustrations.
This is really pretty though.
Thank you so much, Wholesome Games, for featuring us today. Check out The Guardian of Nature on Steam and enjoy the world we have created for you.
Friendly reminder, don't forget to check the pinned comment to get the
Hey everyone, I'm
Wholesome
Jemima,
Games Direct
editor-in-chief
website.
at Patch Magazine, and I'm so excited to announce that we are back this year with another Wholesome Direct issue. If you didn't catch last year's issue, or you haven't heard of Patch before, we are a monthly indie gaming magazine, and our Wholesome Direct edition is completely dedicated to the amazing games you'll see in this showcase.
I actually have
Our
never
team's been
heard of
hard at
Patch.
work packing the pages with loads of wholesome gaming content, and we hope it allows you to continue the fun of the Direct. So if you want to get your copy next month, no matter where you are in the world, head to patchmagazine.co.uk and subscribe before the 20th.
Huh. So that's actually really cool. I didn't realize that, I don't know, it feels like I learned about comfy cozy games through a few of my Oshi streamers, like Sleepy Sakura and Mist Antics. I had no idea that there was such a deep subculture to cozy. It's pretty cool.
25th of June, UK time.
I always thought it was just like a category of game, but not like a literal lifestyle here. Oh my goodness. It kind of reminds me of Cave Story, actually. It looks very interesting, though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This game gets dark. Yeah, it feels a lot like Cave Story, which is incredibly deep. Unintended. Everdeep Aurora. Available July 10th on Steam and Switch.
Hi, Wholesome Direct. My name is Jules, and I'm a content creator passionate about balancing work and play. Our motto is that you are more than your work and are always deserving of a wholesome moment for yourself. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram under the name Hi Jules. This next game is a peaceful yet poignant reflection on life and death that you can play today.
Out of curiosity, what kind of games so far are you guys interested in? Oh, very abstract art style. A Mortician's Life. Huh. Sonala Cemetery. I probably said that horrifically. Hobbit, probably. That's a good one. I like that puzzle game we were looking at together, though. The Creature in RPG World. I'll have to go back and look at that. By the way, when we get to the end of this particular thing, I'll also post the link directly in chat for the video for these. That way you guys can look at it. Or
hey,
if you
Wholesome
want,
Direct, my name's Kip, and I love playing puzzle games. However, I did used to stream a lot of really intense titles back in the day, but ever since I turned 30, I am really jet set on playing games that make me feel focused and relaxed. It brings me a lot of joy that I can create content that also makes people feel the same way, especially within the medium of beautifully crafted games. Which, speaking of, in this next one, make your house a home, no matter where the road takes you. This cozy game about self-discovery and decorating a space till your heart's content launches today.
Hi, I'm Annabelle, the creative director of Camper and Make It Home, a cozy game about organizing and decorating your own van as you travel the world.
Yeah.
And today, together with Wholesome Direct, we are celebrating our release on Steam. We hope you enjoy it.
It's out. Let's go. This is like just the chillest. Just to play something just to like relax your day kind of game. What I saw before. A double decker? That's ambitious. Hey, Volkswagen, let's go. So
if you're enjoying the show and you'd like to discover more amazing games all year round, visit wholesomegames.com to sign up for a monthly newsletter.
Hi, I'm Tatiana.
I actually do recommend checking out their newsletter if this is your style of game, this is your genre. Because they do provide a lot of links to like the games that are coming out in the Wholesome space. But they also have like a little editors and staff section where they'll talk about the games they've been playing. So maybe you pick up something interesting based on what they say. It's always worth checking into. I've never found their newsletters to be annoying or spammy.
And I'm Max. We're from FuzzyBot Games. In our Lethal Cozy adventure, it's your mission to make the future feel like home again.
Join forces with a crew of adorable robots to craft, build, and battle. Our game is out now. Enjoy our news trailer.
FuzzyBot with comfy robots. How could I ever think of saying no? It's like Horizon Forbidden West, except not angry.
Another day in the world of Linked. Sure, there are creepy combots lurking about, haunting you humans and your Unibot friends. But things are pretty peaceful in town, and there's so much to do around here. Materials to gather, Neighbors to chat with? Fishing? There's always a lot of that. And let's not forget about those biddy bots. I mean, how could you not collect them all? Sure, you'll have to go out eventually. Someone has to rescue those bots. Who else will upgrade your gear? Fine-tune your wire? Or get you the latest fits?
So...
What about building? You'll need someone for that. Or to teach you how to grow this, thing? Whatever it is. There's even a 5-star chef who can keep your friends well fed. Who knows? That might be enough to convince them to do some of the fighting for you. The point is, sure, you gotta save the world.
It's like
but it doesn't have to be right
meets
away.
Pikmin meets
Until then,
Ys.
there's plenty to do in town.
Hey, Wholesome Direct. I'm Samantha, also known as Sophista on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. My community and I are passionate about creating an inclusive space with a comfy vibe where we can talk about thought-provoking games, books, and more. And in this next title, you can craft the perfect omelet for quirky customers, and it opens for business today.
Here, choose one of these.
I like that. That was good.
This is right here. Dude, it's not gonna be enough. Okay, put the cheese. Put the cheese. Oh no, Principal Clucker's coming.
Is this the new Penguin Zero game coming out? Extra points for that title. They tried so hard for it. I'ma let you cook.
Stick around for even more surprise releases and world premieres.
Milano's Awesome Collection!
Oh my goodness, we went back to 90s vibes here. I like this.
On the very first day of summer break. Starting tomorrow, I'll get a job!
Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Oh my gosh, I was kidding. It was an NES title series, I believe.
Yeah, that's it! Dreamy decoration!
Oh, that's wild. Koei Tecmo, if you're listening, please bring me old Atelier games back there, just like these. That's pretty dang cool, though.
Hello, Wholesome Direct. My name is Ari. I'm a social supply Ari Summer. I am most passionate about connecting every person to an experience that they're able to treasure and supporting charities, indies, and mental well-being. Our community is about compassion, mindfulness, and simple happiness.
Gotta be honest,
and I love
when I get done streaming today, I'm gonna go back through this and probably go follow most of these people.
Gather around the fire and be part of a collective story in our next game, which launches today.
I like the way they set this up. This is cute. Fireside Feelings. Huh. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a few scenes in Celeste that are sort of like that. So this is like that one letter game. Oh my gosh. The point of it was you were like pen paling to people. I can't remember the name of it though.
Hello, Wholesome Direct. My name is Vanessa, but you can find me online as Pleasantly Twisted on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Twitch. and my community focuses heavily on game design, game development, gaming preservation, and really just understanding why people return to the games that they love over and over again. But now that I've made my case as a content creator, get ready to make your case and fight for the future in a game about hope, justice, and people's power.
Go on.
The river is a god, and they killed her. Oh. It's time for ordinary people to hold them to account. This is All Will Rise, a narrative courtroom deck builder where instead of swords and spells, you play on people's emotions, instincts, and intellect.
So I love this. This doesn't feel very cozy, but it looks very freaking cool.
Become Kuyili and manage her team in a city of godmen and eco-terrorists, conspiracy theorists,
definitely not really feeling
and hacker CRSs. Follow leads and find witnesses. Don't let your team burn out. Card battles are conversations. Play your cards to charm and persuade, or intimidate and manipulate. Make undeniable claims to win your court case, or use smooth-talking rhetoric to strengthen your arguments. Choose your strategy carefully. The choices you make will change the fate of the city. Make your case and win the battle for the future. It's in your hands. Wishlist All Will Rise on Kickstarter now.
That sounds like a fun one.
One last time, we'd like to take a moment to highlight Point of Pride and this year's fundraiser. We have 2 shirts celebrating this year's showcase, and proceeds from every purchase will go to Point of Pride.
Yeah, that one also kind of feels like the type where
this organization supports the health and well-being of trans folks by providing resources like gender-affirming garments, financial aid for surgery, and other gender-affirming care. You can support this fundraiser by visiting wholesomegames.com and picking up one or both of the shirts, or consider sharing the link to help spread the word.
Cactuar and Moogle.
Hi, Wholesome Direct. My name is Artie. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm a cozy variety and co-working streamer from the UK. As a trans and disabled person, I love wholesome games that tell diverse stories and give space to tell our own. In my streams, I love to explore these games, talk about accessibility, and share moments of joy with my lovely community. You can join us on Twitch at hey_Artie. Our next game is about a mysterious island, ancient puzzles, and a tiny gecko.
The Geico Gecko has had to find a new job. I kind of like that he's blue, actually. Gecko Gods. Huh. So part of me wants to know. I appreciate the aesthetic. I wonder how much we learn about the depth of this world. Do we get good storytelling built into the puzzles, or is it all just the mystique and they leave it at that? Kind of curious to know. Coming in autumn. Alright.
Hi, we are Remy.
And I'm Jess.
From Ramage Game. Together with our team, we are happy to share One Move Away with you.
One Move Away is a cozy puzzle game all about moving and making things fit.
You pack your belongings toward a new chapter of life.
One Move Away also leads into a set of satisfaction you get when perfectly packing for a trip.
The game is coming later this year, but you can play our demo for free right now on Steam.
So, share your moves with us.
I had to say, perfect packing is the thing I would never be good at.
It's a cozy first-person puzzle game about packing. You first play as Sylvie, a young girl in the 1980s, packing her toy trunk in her childhood garden. Pick up items, rotate them as needed, and place them where they fit best.
I kind of appreciate the aesthetic of choosing a time period
to squeeze out every bit of space.
Oh no, no, no! You're gonna break it! Don't put the CRT like that!
As each level unfolds, time progresses, changing both the environment and the items you handle.
Oh.
Object by object, you'll uncover her story.
Huh.
Follow the lives of 3 different people over the course of many years and to learn about them through their various moving journeys.
This is a fascinating idea. I like this.
Play the demo on Steam today.
Hey, Wholesome Direct, List the Last here. I am a YouTuber and streamer that mainly plays a lot of nostalgic games from my childhood. I also love things.
Lady, your entire DS collection is nothing but Nintendogs. What? Honestly, based. I always thought Nintendogs were pretty cool.
It's like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, The Sims, you name it, we probably do it over on the List the Last YouTube channel. Anyways, get ready because it is time for a world premiere.
She was playing some sort of painting game in the background. Heidi's Legacy. Is it a game about actually being a shepherdess? I've always thought that would be pretty fun, pretty cool. I'm curious about what the depth of this game would be, but I feel like even if it was a short, simple play, it'd be a lot of fun. Ooh. Talk about an animation budget. Impressive. I'm getting like Spirited Away level 5 vibes here. Yeah, there's really something to be said for a game that doesn't give you some sort of introduction, it just goes into it. Hotel Galactic. I feel like, to me at least, that gives an extra level of, wow, this is impressive, when you just put down a gameplay trailer and you're just absorbed in it without words. You just watch it and just go, I like that. Okay, you didn't have to sell me this hard.
Hi, Wholesome Direct. Maybe I'm Tulissa, maybe I'm not, but you can call me right because that's my nickname. My channel is like a day at the beach with all the sea, sand, sun, but keeping all the fun, where people can leisurely choose how they spend their time as I combine the world of relaxing gaming with lifestyle how-tos and reviews and take you on my travel adventures. On that note, our next game is a foraging adventure that's right for the picking.
Take a nice deep breath for me. Let's slow things down and reconnect with nature. Here is a new game to help you do it. You'll create your own cozy character, put on your favorite outfit, and set off on your very own foraging adventure.
Out and about.
Explore the wilds with your camera,
Playtest
learning how to identify real-life plants and mushrooms, collecting the information in your field guide.
So an
Discover
educational
how
style.
to harvest them without harming the plant.
Nice.
Before exploring recipes that you can make with what you've gathered. Cook it all up in your cute community kitchen with a little help from your friends and have them ready to take to market. You'll be helping your grandmother and the community by selling your creations while making friends and building connections along the way. So when can you get started?
I really enjoy a game that is willing to put in some, I would say, informational or educational benefit.
Hello, dear. It's your Aunt Tella.
Oh my goodness.
Remember visiting my shop when you were little? Things aren't like they used to be. But I know city life was never for you.
What?
And I need your help. I'm
This feels like a
rebranding to
sequel to like
discounty
6 games I'm
supermarket.
looking at.
And I need someone with bold new ideas. You always had a keen eye. Seize the day.
Ah, yes. Another
the people here
adult just
are
dumping it on you.
kinder. And you can leave the politics to me. I just know you'll do great things here. With love, your Aunt Teller.
That sure got dark.
See you soon.
Very abruptly.
Once more, a big thank you to these folks who've helped support the show. Your support makes it possible for us to highlight studios of all sizes from all over the world.
It started with Islanders, now we head for new shores. Building on the beloved first game, we wanted to bring new layers to the experience. We've added new buildings and updated scoring. Take line of sight into consideration with a lighthouse. Add the mountain shrine up on a peak lined with cliff houses. Or build an aviary network between islands. To really shake up each run, unlock boons as you play, allowing you to modify your buildings or perhaps demolish them. They might even let you jump to the next island early. You might come across a desert aurora, a stellar fantasy, or islands that literally rise from lava. The combinations of new shores are endless. And if putting points on the leaderboard isn't for you, enter the sandbox and create cozy retreats or lavish kingdoms. This and more comes with Islanders New Shores on July 10th.
I don't know.
With free content updates to follow.
It didn't really give you any kind of story, but
Hello, Wholesome Direct. My name is Steven, but I also go by Spring Sims online on YouTube and Twitch, where I play a lot of games with a little mixture of storytelling. I strive to create a wholesome and positive space where it feels like you're hanging out with your best friend, where you can discuss and discover new fun storylines that will take you on a journey. So set sail with your animal companion on our next game, a cozy adventure where you'll gather, fish, and farm aboard a very special ship.
Go on. Oh my goodness, I love that animal. So, Collector's Cove. So it kind of feels like a bit of a generalization on my part, but there sure are a lot of farming games in the cozy genre, aren't they? Aren't there? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but maybe too much of a good thing. What? That is absolutely adorable. That's so cute.
The town rises from the hills, bathed in the golden Mediterranean sun. Cobbled streets wind between homes with ivory-clad balconies.
I like that.
Flower boxes spilling with colour. Life moves at a gentle pace here. Neighbours gather in courtyards to share stories, and families tend to their gardens.
Yeah, I kind of really like this aesthetic.
The townsfolk shape the world around them, not with haste, but with devotion.
I just hope you can zoom in and out the camera better, because when I did the potted plants, it was kind of hard to see where the mouse was.
Now, as the lanterns glow and the wheat fields whisper beyond the hills, the city stands as a testament to its people. A place where every street tells a story, and every home has a heart. This is Town to City.
When we first saw this slice of life tale about getting to know yourself better one day at a time during challenging times, we knew it was something truly special. I'm proud to share Wholesome Games Presents' latest title, Fishbowl.
Hey, let's go, Fishbowl!
Hey everyone, we are I Miss My Friends Studio.
Oh my goodness. Finally!
Fishbowl is a heartfelt coming-of-age story where you play as Arlo.
Slide that look comfy.
Video call loved ones to stay in touch with them.
So...
Work from home as a video editor.
So yeah, we played Fishbowl on the channel. I don't know if anybody saw it, but we played the alpha demo for this a long time ago.
Figure out life one day at a time
Had a wish list ever since.
In this story about self-discovery, hope, friendship, and grief.
They really updated the graphics
too. We're super excited to be with Wholesome Games Presents, check out our demo and wishlist Fishbowl on PlayStation 5 and Steam.
Yeah, Hi,
Wholesome Games. My name's Iona, and it is such an honor to be a part of my favorite gaming showcase of the entire year. Now, my channel is not only about keeping you up to date with all the latest cozy games, but it's also a space where I get to talk all about my favorites. And I have a particular focus on games that are out on the Switch, and now Switch 2 as well. Now, since the first Wholesome Direct in 2020, the montage has been an institution that's introduced players to beloved games like Vember, Unpacking, and Moonstone Island.
Hey.
It's a great time to discover your next favorite game.
I really should go back and replay
it goes
Moonstone
by
Island.
fast.
That's
So be sure to go to wholesomegames.com for links to all of the titles. And here we go.
Kula Niku, roll up. Oh, talk about making me hungry. I love the style too. That was good. A Tiny Wonder. What? Was that a Crab Island? Clever. Outside the Blocks, which play the demo now? That is interesting. It's like you're making your own little snow globe character, or place. Diorama, that's the one. Clawsome. Oh my gosh, Kirby, what have they done to you? It's so ridiculous and yet so cute at the same time. The Berlin Apartment. Interesting. Llama-landia. Oh my god. It is nothing but llamas all the way down. The devs were proud of this one, you can tell. Donchi Days? It's like a... I'm not really sure what this one is. Is this the purple game? It's cute. Sheep herds. This feels like it would be a really fun, like, 2 or 4 person player multiplayer thing. I wonder if Starry will play something like that with me. Or maybe Maple will be interested. Great coffee caper. Happy Castaway. That is absolutely adorable. Playing as a capybara, just doing things. Anxiety puppy. Oh, that one's got me interested. What? What's the story to that one? Mafate or Mafate? Town box. Well, it is living to its name. Also, it is very cute. Shiba Sweet. Oh my goodness. That is incredibly cute. My only question is, why do they have a lucky cat statue? Murray Wildlands. Kind of feels like Mario Sunshine-ish? Hoonie the Florist. Hoonie! As they would say in the failure. What a cute game! I've been down with that. Oh! Auto. Oh sick. There we go. Pause that real quick. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you very much for the raid, Micah. You're awesome. I hope you guys have been having a lovely day today. We are getting to the end of the first of 3 showcases we're doing from the Steam Next Fest / IGN / all that. Get raided, nerd. Aw, I always appreciate nerd raids. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. And Micah, how you doing? What were you up to today? You're also doing games and demos. Awesome. We're on the same page here. Let's go. Just as a heads up, we do have an ad break coming up here. Oh, thank you very much, Kat, for the hello, everyone.
How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh my god!
I wish I were a bird.
Checked out a few Steam Next demos. Ooh, if you don't mind me asking, what ones did you pick up? I might check some out if you got some good recommendations. But yeah, let's go get to the end of this while we can keep talking here. They're just doing a overall showcase of what's in the Wholesome Direct right now. Lots of fun stuff. After this one, we're going to be doing women-led games specifically, and then accessibility, which I'm really excited for because honestly, I have a lot of friends that are disabled and have like impairments to life, so that showcase really has my interest. Just because I like being able to promote games that help people get to enjoy the medium a lot of people take for granted, you know? Okay, that one's cool. I want to be a robot. Oh, wait. I want to be another robot. There we go. Checked out Collector's Cove, Discounty, Moonlight Attune, Voyages of Nera, and Dicey Bumps. Oh, Collector's Cove and Discounty were in this direct. Did you like him? Discounty looked pretty fun. Back had to go pick up a friend and drive them home from work. Well, welcome back in, Maple. Oh, you want the big head mode? You get the big head mode. Ba-boom. You did like him? Awesome. I'll have to check those demos out then. I'm always looking for new, fun games that are maybe not necessarily AAA developer types, you know? If nothing else, I like to be able to make just like cozy peek videos for them. Oh, I like the style of this. Is pretty sick. Nice plug. We're on Kickstarter? We're on Kickstarter! I love it. That's so good. Pasta. How can I do pasta if I'm in pasta? Okay, I would be terrible at that. I am so bad with specific like things like that. The chopping. I'd be no good with that one. But yeah, if you want to hang out, by all means, Micah, if you gotta go, I totally get it. I appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us today for our 5th anniversary showcase. And remember to visit wholesomegames.com.
So it's good to see a fellow Eldenwood member.
Even just a follow or a wish list can make a world of difference for your favorite game developers. And we'll see you again next year for Wholesome Direct 2026.
Nice. I can't wait to get in on the next one for this. Alright, so we're going to pause that video real quick. And just to make sure, if you guys did not see when you popped in, we do have the link to Wholesome Games pinned in the comment, or in the chat rather. I'll post that again here. Oops. And we are also going to go and have to take our break here, unfortunately. I don't want to, but I'll set up for the next video while we're on our BRB. Trying to fix some stuff in OBS, I'll be here for now. Oh, no worries. I always appreciate the company. Genuinely. Let's see. Can I do an ad? Oh, there it is. Wait, I'm confused. It said ads about to start, and then it said starts in 5 minutes. Which is it, Twitch? Come on, man. Can't do this to me. There. Okay, gonna go and run our ads and switch things up, and I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Just make sure you guys grab something to drink, stretch, snacks, etc. And I will see you for the next one. And good luck with your sim, Maple. Alright, everybody, we are back. Thank you so much for sitting through the ad break. Really appreciate that. We are in a moment here right before we start. The next presentation is going to be Women-Led Games, which I found was an interesting one and probably wasn't covered as well as it should be. So let's give it a shot and see what kind of stuff we got showing up. I already love the arcade aesthetic here. And as always, make sure to tell me if the audio needs adjusting.
Hello and welcome to the Summer Games Fest edition of the Women-Led Games Showcase. I'm Jambo, and today we're going to be highlighting some of the most exciting games led by women from around the world. We've got 39 incredible titles to share with you. Everything from heartfelt narratives to creative sims to adrenaline-pumping gameplay and beautifully stylized adventures. Whatever you're into, there is something here for you. Keep an eye out for this logo during the showcase. Whenever you see it, that means that a game demo is available as part of the Steam event running throughout the week.
Oh, good to know. Let's keep an eye out for that. A huge thank you to our presenting
sponsors, Big Blue Sky, and to our partners, Play Indies and Neon Neuroshi.
By the way, I was really shocked
about
at
them later
how
on. Let's
few
get things rolling with a segment that dives deep
had.
into the power of storytelling.
I'll make sure I show it at
with
the
a journey
end.
through the harsh northern latitudes as you search for a way back to your loved ones.
Will Follow the Light is a story-driven, first-person adventure puzzle game about a perilous journey through the harsh northern latitudes. To find peace and reunite with his family, Will must sail across endless waters,
this one has
face
a
deep
demo
personal
out.
challenges, and ultimately discover himself. In this project, we aimed to make the walking simulator genre more engaging without altering its core identity. Our level design focused on immersion, atmosphere, and story, all conveyed through spatial composition and subtle guidance, rather than skill checks or fail states. Environmental storytelling was the foundation. Players navigate through emotionally charged spaces shaped by lighting, unique props, and carefully placed landmarks.
Detailed game.
With no minimap or objective markers, orientation relies entirely on visual language. Things that naturally draw the eye and reinforce narrative beats.
So that reminds me a lot of Subnautica, and I like
disrupting the experience, we introduced dog sled navigation and boat traversal. These transportation-based sequences create cinematic shifts in tempo, deepen engagement, and allow the world to evolve from open sea to narrow, snowy paths. There is no combat, no constant deaths, and no traditional challenge. Each space is designed to keep the player immersed, gently led forward by world design and curiosity.
Okay, so there's no combat. I wonder what kind of tension we have.
Simulators can offer rich, varied experiences through intentional design in harmony with the story and the environment. Wishlist will follow the light on Steam now and help us bring our debut game to the world.
Absolutely. A walking simulator game that's trying to be different. I very much appreciate that. Make sure to check the pinned comment, by the way, or in the chat, if you guys are wanting to look at the collection of games that we have here. Your local wizard with a gym subscription. Okay, you got me with that already. I'm loving it. Can you impress your old friend with some new drinks? So this is a Tavern Talk, kind of? Hey, Tavern Talk Stories, Dreamwalker. Haha! Stir up a buried past and unravel your future. I thought I recognized the Tavern Talk style. It's a great game. I still need to play it, actually. I've watched and listened, but I've never played it myself. Getting into it with this guitar? Alright, what's this about? This is so Scott Pilgrim coded, I can't even explain why. Also, where are these subtitles coming from? It's just music. Perfect tied station to station. Pornographic? Wow. This game is wild. You loved Tavern Talk? I'm glad to hear it. I'd have to give it a shot then. This game is so ridiculous. Honestly, I'm here for it. I can't explain the grunge vibe it has, but it's so good.
It began with a spark, an accident, or so they said. Secrets burned with the flames. Headlines told truths, or convenient lies.
Are you sure you are making the right choice?
I like the aesthetic.
Each child is a mystery.
Ministry of Order.
Each parent, a puzzle. Trust nothing. Question everything.
This is morbidly weird and cool.
The state is watching you. One more mistake, and you are done.
It's like Papers, Please for babies. Literally.
Citizens of New Albion, you must wake. Break your chains, for the night is dark, but dawn is inevitable.
Seriously though, it reminds me of Papers, Please, except literally the point is kids. Kid passports. It's a clever little title though. It looks fun. I'd have to see more though to really be on it or not. Long Story 2. Oh god. High school stuff always makes you concerned in a game. Does it follow the typical trends, or does it try to be something interesting? What the? Why does Turkey Hawk have literal poetry? Okay. It looks cleverly designed. Definitely not a game I would ever try though, honestly. Definitely not my thing. But hey, if you guys want to check it out, by all means. I always encourage people to check out new, wildly different games. I can't believe somebody actually said friendship group assemble. So I think my critique of the game is I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to read as much as I can, but like, what's the narrative drive of this? Or is there a narrative drive to it? So far it's a trailer with just a lot of personalities. Clever personalities, but personalities. But it's like a Secret of Toma game. The main character is actually into the turkey. That's actually kind of fun if that's the case. A debate card game. Interesting, but
hey,
I don't know. I'm gonna actually check this out. It looks like there's a demo for it. I think that this could be a wildly interesting thing. Plus, the art too. The character models are very well detailed. Even ones like the armless robot. Creature Kind. Is that what it's called? Oh, so it is. Creature Kind. These auto-generate subtitles, I don't know what they're coming from. They're just randomly words. But no, Creature Kind. I'll have to check that one out. Death and Fayology. A dark academia murder mystery visual novel. Interesting. And this one does have a demo available. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? I know it doesn't give a lot to work with off the start, but...
Hello everybody, I'm Chai, also known as Pink Fairy Blossom. I'm a streamer and content creator. But today, I will be co-hosting with Jambo today. To start, let's look at a selection of games that shine for their gameplay.
I love her headset, by the way.
Bring innovation, creativity, and that special something that just makes playing them a blast. We're diving headfirst into a unique
she's got the
and
real vibe going.
VR experience.
Also, looks like she has a tattoo of a butterfly
creative director of Triangle Pixels. I'm happy to introduce Unseen Diplomacy 2. Unseen Diplomacy 2 is a spy game where we use VR to transform your living room into a real-world assault course. We've created a thrilling campaign where you travel the world to save the Earth from evildoers that are trying to destroy it. Of course, you'll be stopped on your way by various threats, robots, and general things that are out to
be
kill
clear,
you.
I'm not saying, oh
During
no, like
Unseen
it's a bad
Diplomacy 2,
game idea.
I became pregnant. That obviously limited my physical abilities. which showed us the amount of extra work we needed to do in order to make our game super accessible for everybody.
Oh, okay.
We originally created Unseen Diplomacy back in 2016 as a game jam game. And now we've got private funding, we're finally able to finish the title. It's taken us a very long time to create a fully featured sequel.
Yeah, I say oh no, not because of the game design,
incredibly hard to
but
get
because I am
funding
so
as a
prone
woman.
to run into everything
I'm
in my
incredibly
room.
proud of what we managed to do as a team. Mini game that can scale to the user. A game that can work for young kids,
This is a very cool
incredibly
game
athletic
design idea.
adults, and people who are more limited and have to play seated. The game is coming out on MetaQuest 3 and Steam VR, so please go
No,
wishlist it
MetaQuest
today.
3. My MetaQuest 2 won't be able to play it? Aww. Well, that's it. I guess that's a no-go for me, unfortunately.
To summer camp!
I just got a
Explore the
headset
campground.
I've barely used.
Compete with your friends in classic camp games. Smash Trivia Night. Maybe even fall in love?
No.
Tell the story of the best summer ever in Summer Camp! Demo out now.
Hey everyone, my name is Sana and today I am super excited to announce our game, Nano Neighbours.
Ooh.
You can hang out with your friends in this massively multiplayer online world, all whilst the game sits at the bottom of your screen.
I like that.
Just like below.
You know, on a
You can
similar
play
note,
Nano
I actually
Neighbours whilst you're
have a
watching
key for a
YouTube.
game similar to that plays at the
Whilst
bottom of your
you're
screen
browsing
like
your
that.
PC, or even whilst you're doing your own work. Completely
As somebody with
customizing
ADHD,
Nano
I
however
absolutely
you see
adore
fit.
the idea.
You can change anything from head to toe. Your Nano lives in a small capsule which you can decorate with furniture, wallpapers, and lots of customization
Nano
options.
Neighbours.
Send out your Nano to mini jobs such as asteroid mining.
That is a
delivering
based background,
packages, and
Weathering
lots
with
more to
You.
come so that they can unlock new customization options for you. Now, head off to the social hubs to meet people from all over the world, chat, hang out, and visit other players and make
Huh.
friends. Nano Neighbours is coming later this year to PC.
It reminds me a
If
lot
you
of
like
like
the look of
Gaia
it, add us
Online.
to your Steam wish
Not that
list.
anybody
Thank you so much
knows
for
what that is,
watching.
probably. Save the world of Aurora, explore a living map in your own playstyle. Go on. Wow. Look at the frames of animation on that. Volunteer the Ascension. Meet and form fated bonds. Challenging epic boss fights. I'm always down for these kind of games. I love this style. I love Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Friggin', I haven't played Hollow Knight yet, but minigames of the genre of Hollow Knight. This looks really awesome. Volunteer the Ascension. Oh, we saw this at the end of the Wholesome Direct.
My name is Anna, and I've got a Witch Tech delivery game to show you that I went indie with my friend to make. We just maybe
Oh my
went
god, I
indie
love
at
her
an
vibe.
Interesting time. That being said, we are very stubborn. I've been building this world for years, and that's why we're bringing this to Kickstarter. So let me tell you all about it. In Crescent County, you're making deliveries by day, using the money you earn to upgrade your motor broom, and racing your friends by night. With a healthy dose.
I thought that was one that Micah was playing, but nah. What a sick looking game, actually. And the crazy thing is, too, graphically, oh, it does have a demo. Nice. Like, the crazy thing, too, is that the graphics don't seem to be that intense, so you can put it all into the style and not into crushing the GPU.
So if you fancy being a punk witch, motor brooming your way through the Isle of Moor, please consider backing Crescent County on Kickstarter. Thank you so much. Broom Broom.
Heck yeah. I would kickstart that. Be gay, do glides. I love it. I love everything about it. That game has more style than any game has a right to. That is incredible. Pixel Hades? Yes? Huh. Kind of reminds me of Dungeon with a Bad Guard, too. Send this Zealand.
Here's through.
The gameplay and the characters look great. I hope that the soundtrack has a little bit of nuance to it, and that this is just trailer music and that's all. Because this feels a little too heavy to listen to too long playing. But that's my personal opinion. Looks pretty cool though.
From cozy farming to decorating your dream space, simulation games let us step into entirely different lives. Sometimes, they even let you eat drywall. You heard that right.
What?
Our first game in this segment is Drywall Eating Simulator.
No! Why? What is this cursedness? You never responded to my Zoomies invite? This is so backrooms coded, I hate it. I say that jokingly, but still. Oh, wait, you're serious? That is not hyperbole.
Hi, I'm Elena, the founder of Yaldi Games. We're developing a cozy foraging simulator called Out and About. The whole game is about exploring nature, finding plants and mushrooms, and cooking recipes. But all the plants and recipes are real, so you can find them in real life and make them at home. The whole game is based on my own passion for foraging, so I hope that it can connect players to nature and give them some relaxing gameplay, which you can see now.
I think that's really cool. I did enjoy what we saw earlier with this one. I love the idea of being able to learn real-world technique and information from a video game. Because, like, the art of herbology and how to pick plants and stuff like that, it's an ancient art in humankind, but, like, most of modern advanced society probably has no idea how to do any of this stuff. So a game that can teach people a little bit more on how to do this stuff is awesome. And well worth the support, in my opinion. Love the music, too. Didn't really hear this in the trailer before. You have made something green. Stinging nettle soup. Kind of curious what that one does. Yeah, this feels like a really chill vibe game. Just play it on a day where I don't have much of a voice or not feeling well, and you guys could just like sit back and luxuriate in it with me. Mango Leaf Games. Kokoro Kitchen. Okay. Cook up delicious Japanese meals. Serve your lovely customers. Do they actually eat the food? That is my first question. And why do they all remind me of black mages? Or shy guys? I don't know. Games like that are always cute, but like I'm always on the fence with them because sometimes they're comfy and fun, and other times they just get way too stressed with them. They're just too much. It's like the difference between TCG card shop sim and aquatic store sim. One was chill and just get done what you can do, and the other was like way too demanding. What? What is happening with this game right now? Is it just a Pomodoro app? If it is, that's cool. I guess. I feel like I got bait and switched halfway through that.
In the past year, we've seen hundreds of rooms uploaded to the community gallery in Cozy Room Decorator. The rooms you're seeing right now are real rooms, uploaded by real players. As we continue to update the game and add even more items, we look for opportunities to create exciting collaborations.
I do think this is interesting.
So with that said, we're excited to announce our latest collaboration with
concern
Women
is
Led
it
Games
doesn't
for
like
Summer
you can
Games
rotate
Fest.
the camera.
5 new exclusive items, including the Women Led Games mascot, Artemis, have been added to Cozy Room Decorator. Log in June 6th to get this free
Blue
update.
Rhapsodies for Kingdom Hearts.
The team at Lucky Girl can't wait to see how you decorate with these new items, so be sure to upload your rooms to the community gallery.
Want to put the picture in the Discord?
Happy decorating!
I don't know, I feel like we've seen better room simulator
Every
type
good
games.
farmer knows that the harvest is worth the wait. Welcome to Ashen Ridge. Grave Seasons is a farming sim with a sinister and supernatural twist.
Every time you play Grave Seasons, we randomly select a killer. So the code has to account for all of the different effects that has on the world.
Tonally, we are differentiating ourselves a little bit. Horror.
There's a random Among Us killer in your town.
There's a large cast of characters.
That is
I really
so cool.
like to make sure that their designs and personalities are translating.
Yeah, I was saying if Cat could show what a Blue Rhapsody was in the Discord,
working a lot of different global styles, a lot of different unexpected musical elements that make things feel unsettled.
That sense of intimacy and texture also services both the coziness of the game and also the horror of the game.
One of the coolest things to do is to be able to build the farming sim that people expect and then subvert that in some way.
And it's so cool to see everybody so coordinated and hardworking.
Well, I was talking earlier about farming sims being a lot of them.
Especially in such a small indie studio game.
That's actually really cool.
A big learning process.
Sometimes folks have to wear a lot of hats. And so the very quick iteration and just the sheer amount of creativity has been really freaking cool. Really looking forward to players seeing like the little touches.
And the team can't wait to share more with you. So keep an eye out for our next trailer.
Grave Seasons.
Coming sooner than you
know,
think.
I feel like I'd probably play this one for
a huge thanks to our presenting sponsor, Big Blue Sky, a studio that brings together developers from all walks of life to create games you actually want to play. And to our partners, Play Indies and Neon Naroshi as well. Now let's celebrate the visual side of things. From painterly art to pixel perfect animation, these games stun with style. And we are kicking it off with a game that invites you into a relaxing tale told through beautifully handcrafted wooden dioramas.
Hi, my name is Miriam Teakley, and I am voicing
Miss
Foxy
Boutique.
in the upcoming game Widow.
Let me tell you a story about the summer after I just finished elementary school. My parents were really busy then, so they sent me off to stay with a distant relative who lived in the country. After living in the big city my whole life, farm villages just felt so small and miserable. And the worst thing, there was no Wi-Fi anywhere. I think a game like Widow is really going to be able to impact players in a really positive way, especially now with the world being as crazy as it is and everybody going through their own struggles as well. There's world struggles, but there's also lots of personal struggles. I think it's nice to have that place of escapism and somewhere that can feel really calming. And actually this game it could be close to sort of a meditation feel, I think, because it's so soft and it speaks about nostalgia. And I always think that sometimes when we're having a tough time, thinking about your like wonderful memories about being a child, and
I love that you can just make your own story with these
really
characters
just
and
transport
designs.
you, and you can like start laughing again or smiling again like how you once did. So I think it will really unlock a lot of wonderful memories for people in a wonderful way.
That is a really big ladybug. What an interesting one, though. Not really a story, just a vibe. I'm down for that. Boy, was I getting a Celeste vibe for a second there. I think it's the music that made me think that. Ela, a frosty glide. Huh. Tony Hawk's Pro Boomer, I guess. That looks like a fun, interesting game. Definitely something that'd probably be worth at least a little play just to see if you like it. Coming soon to Steam and consoles.
Hi, I'm Moran from the Game Bakers, and this is Ken.
Whoa.
Have you ever wanted to climb a mountain? We sure did. That's why we made Ken. Ken lets you experience the freedoms and challenges of alpinism. You can climb anywhere on the mountain. Just keep track of your stamina and balance, or your ascent might end early.
Oh no.
But
That's horrifying, but very interesting.
If you place a pivot, your buddy Climbbot will catch you when you fall. You also might meet some other people along the way.
I don't know, what do you guys think of this one?
And who knows what other secrets you might discover on the beautiful slopes of Kavi.
Kind of feels like getting over it, except the game doesn't hate you.
But all that climbing and exploring will have you work up quite the appetite. You'll need to gather materials to cook up meals in your cozy tents to stay full.
Oh, that's cool.
However, the
I
climb
like
will get
that.
a lot
That's
less
attention
cozy
to
as you near
detail.
the peak. You'll need your strength to reach the summit. Play the free demo right now on PlayStation.
Yeah, this is
and
just
Steam.
getting over it, except the game doesn't hate you. Probably. I might be presumptive there. I think I would probably try that, though. It'll still hate you. Ugh! That is actually such a mood. A heavy morning. Oh my god. This is one of those existential nightmare games that people will never hear about and they should all play. What a gorgeous game. Yeah, for real. Wishlist that one. That one needs an audience. Oh, is this spilled? Which is sadly on my backlog of games that I have a key for I need to play. It's looks like it's really fun. I've heard that Spilled is kind of a short game, but it still looks really fun to play though. Speaking of which, look out for a video on that soon. I want to make a video on Spilled. That way everybody can, get to enjoy it. The theme reminds you of When the Darkness Comes. Yeah! It's like really interesting with its depictions of depression, really. This is such a cute game. I was approached by the devs about playing this, and I was like, yeah. And then, well, things got really crazy. I didn't have time, but I never stopped thinking how much I would like to play it sometime. It's also, fun fact by the way about Spilled, it's a one developer crew, and the developer actually lives on a houseboat. Fun fact. So talk about somebody that actually knows what they're doing making this game.
Hi, I'm Tammy, the solo developer making Prison of Husks. In my game, you're seeking to reunite with your love, and along the way, you'll assist others whose hearts ache too. I wanted combat to feel slick and rewarding for those who
We've gone back to PS1 with this. I like that. It's a Souls D-make almost.
Handcrafted. Every nook is a veil for potential secrets. I wanted Prison of Husks to feel melancholic and personal, a place shaped by longing and beauty. It's a world that was once enshrouded in love, and now sits abandoned. The demo is out now on Steam. If you like what you see,
If I have time to put in another demo stream, I'm gonna put this one on there. It looks very interesting. And I'm a fan of the demake idea. Wait, Kitten Cup Studios, the ones that did, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm even on the newsletter. Why am I blanking on the game name? That'll come to me later. Oh, it's the Captain Castaway game. Okay. Existential yak. This trailer presents a lot more interesting tidbits about the game. Hey, Grass and the Fomentis. Back away, that was it, thank you. The game about making tea. I was like, I knew it, I just couldn't draw it in my brain.
Ready for something a little darker? You guys know I am. These next games tap into fear, not always through horror,
She's a little
but
too
through
happy
tension,
about that.
atmosphere, and the unknown. Whether it's the world building or the tone, each of these will get under your skin in the best way.
Absorb their blood. That is... I'm getting such Cult of the Lamb vibes here. And I don't think I can explain why. Roots Devour. So you're like a vampiric forest? That's actually pretty interesting. Demo's out now for it? Okay. It kind of reminds me of, what's it called? Island of Voices of the Cards or something like that? The game by Yoko Taro that's a storytelling card game.
Convinced I was ugly. I googled how to get plastic surgery and saved pictures of pretty girls I wanted to be. I hated every photo of myself. That's why, 10 years later, I'm making a game for my younger self and using those same ugly photos. Instead of being embarrassed, I'm celebrating my teenage self. If you've struggled with
I like this idea.
This is Lily's World XD. Investigate a young girl's computer from the early 2000s. Play flash games, browse old forums, and customize a
We have gone back to a
blog.
time that most people don't know
Everything seems
exists.
normal until someone realizes you're not Lily. This is a female-led horror game written by a woman, and I'm not afraid to show the joys and ugly truths of girlhood.
Yeah, Lacey's
Lily is
Games.
inspired by my
You
younger
recognized
self,
it, Maple.
who was bullied for her looks and would have done anything to be beautiful. How far will Lily go? Uncover the mystery yourself.
Lily's World XD. Oh man, I'm so down there for that.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
You're a space nun? With a gun? Nope, just a really big hammer. Void Murders. Mac and Cheese Games. Oh. Oh no. What a stylistically interesting game. Oh, that sucks. Wishlist on Steam or be damned. Well, damn. Did we just go straight into another horror game? Yes, we did. Huh. You know, most of the time I'd be like, these character models are pretty jank. But honestly, I'm kind of here for it. Dark Hours, Piece of Cake Studios. So... Oh. This is goofy horror, and I'm actually kind of here for this. It's kind of right there with like Lethal Company.
I'm Tara, the creator of Proveron. This game was born from the phrase white crow, or maybe black sheep, a coronera. Different countries use different words, but the meaning is the same. Felt different, strange, out of this place. That's the heart of Proveron, a story about Anko, a white crow who sees what others don't. The devils crawling inside other minds, twisting them into something cruel and strange. Ooh. 7 years ago, I sketched anthropomorphic birds and realized this idea could be more. That's when I started creating the game. The main character of the game became Anko the Crow. His dreams of saving the world from this plague, even so no one accepted him as a person. His only ally, Nesty, a giant cockroach and his best friend. But not everyone agrees. Baphomet? Oh... I say
that's a rough life when your only friend is a giant
cockroach. The game
cockroach.
Antagonist choose a different path. Yeah, he says he's a doctor studying crows to cure them. But is that so? Proveron is my requiem for childhood. Every young character in the game carries a piece of my childhood.
This is really clever
fears,
art. I think this is pretty interesting.
Questions. Is it worse to bend the world to your will, or to bend yourself to the world's? Maybe the question itself is flawed.
I kind of hate the English subtitles.
Thank you for listening.
She's saying worlds, not vault. It's just her accent. Interesting premise, though. Did dude just pull his eye out to make a sword? Yeah, I think he did. Best action game, okay. Downhill. Yikes, this game is very dark. I'm concerned with the frame rate though. At least in the video, the frame rate's jumpy feeling. And with how fast it's trying to play, that's a bit concerning. Oh no, he succumbed to the madness. This feels like a game that the story would be really fascinating. Bro gets resurrected again. What the Dark Souls players be like, really? Again? Kickstarter is live now.
What are one of the best things about games? Maybe it's the way they let us go on unforgettable adventures, new lands, and thrilling quests, but deep lore awaits in this next group of titles. Starting with a deep dive into the world of Voyagers of Nera.
In a world once guided by ancient spirits, Nera is a vast ocean world now thrown into danger. You must sail to distant islands, rescue lost spirits, and restore peace to the world. Voyagers of Nera is a co-op survival crafting game made by Treehouse Games. We want to create worlds for friends to get lost in together, and we hope you'll find that here.
This? Interesting.
You can play solo or with up to 10 people as you explore the deep sea, escape giant sharks, and build a thriving spirit sanctuary. There's a little something for everyone here. Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie, and I'm the lead producer at Treehouse Games, working on our debut title, Voyagers of Nera. We are so excited to be at the Women's-Led Gaming Show and to share our game with all of you today. At Treehouse, we wanted to create a game where players could get lost in the world, whether solo or with a group, overcome challenges, accomplish goals, and uncover the mysteries of an ancient world. Voyagers of Nera has a demo live on Steam right now for you to check out. If you love it, we hope you'll give it a wish list. We can't wait to hear what you think.
Yeah, I would definitely be interested in this one.
Hey!
I have concerns,
We moved in together to make games after
but I love
college.
open world
Our first game, Refresh,
survival
is now
games.
coming to the Nintendo Switch, and with a new content update. So if you want to support our journey, please check it out. Adelante!
Adorable little robot! We are so Animal Crossing with this. Oh my god. Okay, once again, frame rate in the video, little choppy. Cuteness factor, really good though. I just kind of hold concerns because like we played Body Bite Overclocked a while ago, and like it has a similar kind of vibe, but the game was ported so poorly that it was really choppy. Like unfun choppy. So hopefully this one is in better shape in the actual game. I mean, it seems like a cute enough title. As long as it plays decently, I'd be down for it.
Alderwood is a very old place with a very rich history. Take liberty to ride around the island
has a similar head shape to you
all
after. I know, right?
directions. The more
Instantly
they
interesting.
explore, the more they find.
In addition to our main level, we have this riding islands that you can explore. You can travel there by going to sort of a travel board. So you kind of take the ferry over to this island.
Equinox
with your horse. It's kind of like taking a day trip over to this new place that you haven't seen before, together with your friends. There's no quest there. There's nothing that you need to do. Maybe you find some interesting sights or something else that's cool.
So the more players spend time exploring stuff, the more hints they find.
It's like they took the idea for Red Dead Redemption's travel system and made it fun. Angeline Era. Oh man, the PS1 vibe is real. This is so PS1 coded. I love it. I mean, gameplay is fine. I'm a little confused on what we're doing though. Is it just strictly a three-dimensional hack and slasher? Is there an actual purpose? I love the world map too. Or I assume that's the world map. Angeline Era. Huh. Oh yeah, Danchi Days. We saw this in the Wholesome Direct as well. And this one is just goofy to me. Like, they said that it's the first time it's been released inside of Japan. And I swear this is like a DS/Nintendo title that got recreated. It's wild. But similarly, as I was saying before when we watched this, this is what old Atelier titles were like. So, Koei Tecmo, would you kindly please bring those games back? I'd do it for the little Kappa.
I didn't come here to be a hero. I came because no one else could. And well, someone had to. They say the mountain keeps the ones who didn't make it. Pilgrims frozen mid-thought, like ghosts who forgot what they were searching for. Each trial's tied to a zodiac sign.
Miami Avalon.
Leo burned. Sagittarius? That one gave me answers I wasn't ready for.
Oh, Ascend. That's the name of it.
They all say the mountain changes you, but maybe it's just trying to show you what you already are.
Oh my god, did you just take that from Celeste?
12 zodiac signs, 12 riddles.
I'm
and
joking,
I'm
of
somehow
course.
supposed to solve them without losing my mind?
It's not like Celeste has a monopoly
Easy.
on that, but
Even
I
if
definitely
the
feel like I heard
mountain
that
sees
line
more of
from
me
that
than I
game.
want it to. There's no going back now. I don't know what lies ahead, but I know I have to keep climbing. To ascend.
Seriously, it feels so Celeste-ish. But on a more technical level, interesting concept and art, but the game doesn't look very optimized or polished out, and I am worried about that.
And that's a wrap on this year's Summer Games Fest edition of the Women-Led Games Showcase. We hope that you have found new games to wishlist, to demo, and to fall in love with.
We have definitely found several games to demo out here.
A huge thanks to all of the brilliant developers featured today, to
and
our
I highly
sponsors,
encourage anybody
Big
that's
Blue
looking for
Sky,
something to play, they just want to try something
Play
free.
Indies, and a
By
shout
all
out as
means,
well
please,
to our
click the link in the
co-broadcasters,
description or in the
IGN
chat
and
and
GameSpot.
go
And
check
of
out
course,
some,
our
or
partners
look at
at
the
Summer
Steam,
Game Fest,
community
especially
page.
Emily Weir and Jeff Keeley for making this possible. Don't forget, you can check out demos and wishlist your favorites right now as part of our official Steam event. We're even collaborating with the Latin American Game Showcase and Southeast Asia Game Showcase on a 9-game bundle with a 30% discount just for you to enjoy. And don't go far, the Summer Game Fest lineup is packed with even more incredible showcases, including the Latin American Game Showcase coming up next. I'm Jambo, and it's been an absolute pleasure hosting this year's celebration of women-led creativity in gaming. Oh, but before you go, we have one more thing.
Huh. Wow. We brought back the 80s art style. Let's go.
Join Ringo and Wolf.
Yeah, we won't be looking at the Latin American one just because I don't have time today, unfortunately. But if you guys want me to continue reacting to other ones from the series, I'd love to. I just don't have time to today.
Use words
and I want to make sure we get the
unleash
accessibility
custom attacks in
one
this
done.
super anime RPG. Collect and combine over 200 words for surprising new effects. Befriend your rivals to earn pep-ups and get special
You're using
abilities.
words? It's like typing of the dead?
Travel the universe on a roller coaster adventure filled with twists and turns. Will Ringo and Wolf find all the pieces of the Wonder Star map? Tune in to find out.
It's so ridiculous, I think I'm actually sold on it. Okay. So I think that's the end of this video. So what you guys think of that one? I thought the Women-Led Games had a lot of really interesting titles in it. Alright. I will say though, just to go ahead and get ahead of things, I'm going to go ahead and run our next ad so that way we don't get caught up in it. And then as soon as we do that, we will watch the accessibility one and hopefully get to see some really cool stuff for our, gaming friends out there that aren't able to enjoy everything like everybody else does. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me run a 3-minute ad here so we can get that out of the way. And I will see you guys here in 3 minutes, and we'll be back with the last of the 3 showcases. Make sure to grab something to drink or something to eat as you need, and see you then. Alright everybody, welcome back and thank you very much for sticking around for the break. Making sure we pin this message here. We have our link for the sales up for the Accessibility Showcase, which I just want to take a quick second before we get started and emphasize how incredible it is that accessibility is one advocate / analyst / game supporter that runs this group for helping people be able to make properly accessible games. That is incredible beyond belief, and I want to give these people, or this person and all these development teams, all the love and support that I can. And hopefully, if you guys find any of these games to be interesting, you'll also take the time to go ahead and pop up on the Steam page and wishlist some of these, if not, play some of them. So without further ado, let's try the Accessibility Summer Showcase 2025. As always, shout out to all of my disabled creator friends that are equally amazing to everybody else. If not more amazing, actually.
Hello everyone, I'm Laura Kate Dale, better known online as Laura K. Buzz, and I'm here to welcome you to the Accessibility Summer Showcase 2025.
Speaking of which, by the way, while I'm here, I didn't do this for the other ones, but like our video, and I've already subscribed to her, but let me get her channel for y'all. Because, yeah, it's incredible what she does, and I highly respect it. One sec here. Oh, wait, I can't do it that way. That's fine. I'll put it in later.
I'm a white woman with bright blue hair, shaved short on one side. I'm wearing glasses and a Pac-Man t-shirt.
Man, she's
I know you're here for the video game trailers, so I'll try to keep my introduction brief. Over the next 45 minutes or so, you're going to see a bunch of trailers for upcoming video games. Some of them are being made by disabled game developers, and all of them are being designed to be accessible to as wide a range of disabled players as possible.
This is so important.
We can't promise that every video game in the showcase will be playable by every person tuning in, but our aim is to make sure that if a game seems exciting, you know upfront whether or not you're going to be able to play it. Our hope is that for most of you tuning in, there will be at least a handful of games shown in the showcase that will have the correct mix of accessibility settings and features that you need to be able to play the game upon release. If you want to see most of today's games in one place, organised by accessibility support type, you can check out our Steam event page by going to bit.ly/Summer Showcase 2025. There you'll find demos for each game, as well as being able to wishlist any that catch your eye. This year's showcase is sponsored by Many Cat Studios, an innovative game development studio creating new solutions to barriers in gaming through recruitment or engaging with video games. The Accessibility Summer Showcase is available with American Sign Language, British Sign Language, and audio-described versions every year, and Many Cat Studios' support this summer was vital in helping us to produce these additional versions of the event. Well, that's enough from me. Let's jump into the game trailers.
Welcome to Chromagun 2, a first-person puzzle shooter where color is the key to solving intricate challenges. Like Portal 2, but instead of portals you control droids, mechanical assistants that are drawn to walls of the same color. Need to guide a droid?
Well, that's interesting.
Just paint the walls. Mix colors to open new paths, solve puzzles, and outsmart the game's many clear obstacles.
Oh no,
but that's just the beginning. Because Chromagun 2 is all about color, we knew some players might face difficulties. Those with color blindness or vision impairments could struggle to differentiate between key elements of the game. That's why we created the colorblind mode, a revolutionary accessibility feature designed to make Chromagun 2 playable for as many players as possible. In colorblind mode, colors are represented by unique symbols. Blue is marked with a circle, red a vertical line, yellow a triangle. Every color-coded object in the game is assigned a clear, intuitive symbol. And with symbol tracking, players can easily follow color interactions in real time, making puzzles more accessible than ever before.
I'm not dead! I'm not dead!
And what about mixed colors? We've got that covered. Just like in traditional color theory, combining blue and red creates purple. In colorblind mode, this means the blue circle and red line merge into a new recognizable symbol, a circle with a stripe. This system ensures that colorblind players can experience every puzzle every challenge, and every moment of Chromagun 2 without compromise.
Also, I love the title too. I love Chromagun. That's such a cool name. What? This might have the story that I'm looking for.
Puzzler with colors, also
like,
accessible for people with color blindness.
Chukin. Hachukin.
Spray Paint Simulator is a relaxing and satisfying game that allows you to express your creativity as you take items from drab to fab.
It's Power Wash Simulator, except now
You'll
it's spray
start your own
paint.
spray painting business, meet with some of Spatterville's most eccentric clients, and fulfill their requests. You'll manage your equipment and supplies.
Hey, that guy had a giant robot.
Start
I
each
saw
task
that.
by prepping your space, and then paint to perfection. After completing jobs, you can unlock free spray mode, allowing you to paint everything you can reach to your heart's content, alone or with a friend.
Huh.
The team at North Star Video Games, in collaboration with Whitethorn Games, has worked hard to make sure that their game can be played by as many people as possible, and has implemented a number of features to increase accessibility.
Okay. Like what, out of curiosity?
In Spray Paint Simulator, complete jobs at your own pace. There are no time penalties, and you can leave a job at any point and pick up right where you left off the next time you play.
Oh. Oh, that's
You
its
also
own
have
form
the
of
option of
accessibility.
skipping
Nice.
the preparation phase so you can jump right into painting. Use the task highlight feature to show areas you need to mask or paint. You can edit the duration of the highlight so it stays visible longer, and you can change the highlight color so it will stand out no matter what color you're painting with.
I like that.
There are a
those are good,
variety of options to
accessibility
fine-tune how you play, making sure that your spray tool is perfectly suited to your preferences. Toggle between tap and hold inputs,
Oh, thank you.
adjust the size of controller dead
worst.
zones, and separately adjust the sensitivity of camera movements while walking and spraying. You can also use aim mode to keep the camera still while you move the spray tool, allowing you to paint details with ease.
No.
For better visual accessibility, you can customize the amount of camera smoothing, increase reticle size, and set the field of view between 40 and 90 degrees.
Oh, I love
There are
these.
also separate audio channels for ambient sound effects, spraying sound effects,
Okay. Admittedly, most games would probably
And
have
music.
something like that. I like that they emphasize it, though.
as well as a choice of stereo or
Did the
mono audio.
smiling.
As always, you can get the full details about the accessibility features available in this and any of our titles by visiting whitethorngames.com and clicking on the accessibility section.
I like that. Keep a simple, cozy game.
We hope you'll enjoy playing Spray
for
Paint
everybody.
Simulator, available now on Steam,
It's a good methodology.
Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S,
Oh my god, that's a lot
Xbox
of
One,
X's.
Xbox Game Pass, and PlayStation 5 and 4, and will be available on Nintendo
Bahamut
Switch
Zero,
on June 19th.
Bahamut 2, Bahamut Before Crisis.
We here at Accessibility recognise that the needs of blind gamers are often overlooked by the games industry at large, with relatively few game developers and publishers tackling making their games accessible for partially
Bahamut.
sighted or
I really like
sightless
that
blind
one.
players. So, every year we make an effort to find new, interesting and creative games to showcase that are aiming to be playable by a wide range of blind
can't
gamers,
emphasize this enough, though.
ideally without requiring
This is
sighted
the one I would
assistance.
recommend people
This
really
year, as
push
part of our
if you're
push to showcase
anything.
more blind accessible games,
So that way
we paid attention
more
to the
people get to
Games
be
for Blind Gamers Game Jam, an event in its 4th year trying to encourage creative game design exploration focused on blind
Bahamut 13
player
was heard of
accessibility. That said, I'm not blind myself, so I'm going to hand this over to someone who was involved in this year's event, so
Oh,
they
very
can
cool.
tell you about the games that won and some interesting projects that you might want to keep an eye on.
Hello there, this is Piotr. I was one of the judges for the Games for Blind Gamers 4
Unexpected,
Jam.
but very
Being
cool
a
we
part
had
of
this.
this event, both as a judge and also just a gamer participating and trying out all the games, was honestly really amazing. Because the Game Jam itself is not new, I've had a couple before, but I think this year was really unique in terms of quality and the kinds of games we had before. Because what often people will gravitate toward when they think of a game accessible to blind gamers is usually really simple concepts, like a simple maze where you're trying to find your way out, or like a Simon type game where you have to repeat sounds based on by pressing buttons, for example. Well, this year we got a lot of unique games that I think set the bar much higher and showed that blind people can play much more complex games even. And the winner that we picked was one of just many amazing examples. Actually, picking a winner this year was incredibly difficult. And the game that ended up ultimately winning, called Unseen Awakening, was really cool because it kind of subverted the blind protagonist trope, which is also something that was really popular, where some blind person saves the day by swinging a sword around, for example. Well, in this game, you are a blind person saving the world, but you're not the main hero. You're just part of a group of heroes, and actually, you're not the one attacking. You're doing the healing for the party, and also occasionally stunning the enemies or keeping them at bay. And that game was amazing, both in terms of the voice acting, the music, the sound effects, and the idea, which even though was kind of simple, just was, I think, just really interesting. And that's really scratching the surface. We had a very hard time picking our winner.
That's actually cool.
Perfect enemy to test your abilities. Keep using your spells on me, though.
Canetto!
Press space to start the battle. My sword has been feeling a little polished.
Oh, okay.
Now my blade will blur in the wind.
Canetto! Revolunato!
My blade will blur in the wind.
That's actually really interesting design.
We had some other really amazing games. We had a trading simulator where you're on a boat that where you can also do tricks and ride the waves while you're moving from port to port with some complex navigation added in. We had a very fun, cozy game called Barista where you are running a coffee shop and you need to serve customers some different beverages. And the customers are just very entertaining, and the game itself has a very cozy and chill vibe with some amazing voice acting.
Intuitive much? Try making a single shot espresso.
I love this voice actress.
You're not holding a cup. Works every time.
She's so over the top, it's awesome.
One double espresso in a small cup and one long espresso in a medium cup.
It's so
And then we had even more complex games, like, for example, Necromancer Nonsense, which is a full-on RTS. And these kinds of games show that blind people can play even much more involved games, assuming that you have, text-to-speech and maybe some additional keyboard shortcuts, so you can, for example, look around a map in an RTS and see what's going on, and some additional audio cues. But even the simpler ideas that we had were done in a really interesting way. We also had games that were not only accessible to blind gamers, but also people with other disabilities. For example, we had a zombie survival game controlled with just one button that also had amazing audio. We had roguelikes, we had some really more traditional maze games as well. But it's really just showed how creative you can get, and some of the games you can have that are both blind accessible, but also really fun. Something else that came out of this jam is an amazing community, both of developers who have taken their knowledge and took it to their future projects, gaming or otherwise. An amazing community of gamers and developers, as well as some really helpful resources that people have come up with on the way. So if you are a developer thinking of making your game blind friendly, it can be done, and there are a lot of us who are very hungry for more games, even if they're more complex ones. We definitely need more very complex games in our community, and I think this Jamboree also showed that it can be done. All of the Jam developers have also come up with some really awesome resources. There is a wiki and a Discord community with some very awesome people on it. And if you would like to try making a blind-friendly game, then please join any future Jams, because there will be more. We are planning more events like this. And even outside of that, if you want to add some blindness accessibility features to your game, please do. There are many people out there who will be willing to test the game for you, provide feedback, and obviously when the game actually comes out, play and enjoy it. And of course, if you want to see how it can be done and also have a lot of fun along the way, please do check out all the entries that were submitted this year. Not just the ones that won, but also really every other game that was out that was submitted, because they were really accessible, really well made, and of course, I think the most important, really fun.
I don't know.
Thank you so much to everyone who brought this
Nonsense
year's
kinda sounds
Games for
like a
Blind Gamers
ridiculously
game
fun
jam
game.
to my attention. It has been home to so many truly fantastic games that I highly recommend people check out. You can find the game jam and try out all of the entries at bit.ly/blindgamers. The RPG about casting healing magic was The Unseen Awakening. The trading simulator set on a lake was called Lacus Opportunitas. The coffee shop game was called
Unseen
Barista.
Awakening seems like it'd be a fun
And the
one to
real-time
check out.
strategy game was called Necromancer Nonsense. Please explore the full list of submissions. We only had limited time today to highlight a few favourites, but there are so many great submissions this year worth playing.
Hi everyone, Wobbly Gamer here, accessibility advocate and junior accessibility specialist at Manycat Studios. When Laura came to me and asked me to tell you all why accessibility is important, the first thing that came to mind for me was a story from an event I was at in 2023. I was volunteering on a stand put together by Adapt IT. It was an accessible gaming stand with a number of accessible gaming setups, and we were allowing people to come and experience accessibility firsthand, whether disabled, abled, or a gamer. And we had this young family come to the stand. The young girl herself was 6-7 years old, had quite bad cerebral palsy, was currently in a walker, and she was Paw Patrol mad.
No.
All she wanted to do was play Paw Patrol, and she couldn't. So we got her set up on the accessible kit from Xbox, got her set up on that,
I
and
do think it's cool.
she started playing Paw Patrol.
Xbox always puts a lot of money
Her mum
into
started crying.
accessibility and developing
Her
this
dad
stuff.
started crying because her excitement was just so unreal, which led to me and Simon from Adapt IT both crying. And for me, that really hammered home why accessibility is important, because we don't do it for us, we do it for the enjoyment of others. And for me, you can't recreate that. It was a young girl that was that excited to be playing a game. She couldn't handle her emotions and she burst into tears. And I think for me, that's what it's all about. It's about making a difference.
I love that.
Hi, I'm Darzington of the two-person indie studio Darzal Games, and I'll be showcasing the accessibility features for the 2 games we've released so far. I have chronic hand pain and limited manual dexterity, and so we design our games to accommodate people with similar issues.
I don't know.
As a
it's
gamer,
fascinating.
I'm
I
limited in
love
what
it.
kinds of games I can play, so we're making more games for people like me. What that means is, our games don't have any time pressure. They can be played with a mouse or keyboard or a controller. Players never have
Nice.
to hold down a button or do button combos.
Oh, I love
Control remapping is supported through
I have
Steam,
so many friends
and we make
that
official
have chronic
configurations
pain
for
in their
one-handed
wrists
play.
or conditions
In our
where
first game,
they
Quest
can't,
Giver, you play
like,
as an
play for
NPC
long
giving out
periods.
quests to heroes.
I love
but your
these
manager is looking for any excuse to fire you, and the local heroes have little patience for a mere NPC. It's sort of a management visual novel. In each scenario, you choose appropriate quests for the heroes in your roster to help them to level up, as well as navigate dialogue choices to try to get one of the good endings. Quest Giver is a text-heavy game, so for ease of reading we've included 2 font options, a retro pixel font or an easier-to-read sans serif curvy font.
Oh, thank you.
And also
I
the
actually
ability to
enjoyed
show
that.
dialogue text instantly, instead of spooling it out and thus reducing motion. This puts the emphasis on the game's story rather than the mechanics, so you can focus on getting fired or assassinated, destroying the entire world, falling in love, joining a cult, starting a mutiny, getting seduced by a demon, and more. Our second game is Six-Sided
So I
Stories.
really appreciate when
It's a
a
chill
game
puzzle
takes
game
the
with
time
relaxing
to-
lo-fi
I read
beats
a
and cute
developer
animals.
takes the time
Six-Sided
to put
Stories
this
is
kind
like
of
a
stuff
jigsaw puzzle, but instead of placing each piece, you flip and color them correctly. Each puzzle image leads into the next one, following the adventures of a calico cat who meets new friends. As you move forward in the story, the puzzles get trickier, with more pieces and finer details. In terms of accessibility, in Six-Sided Stories, the relevant features are baked into the game design itself. Since
able
it's
to
like a
just click
jigsaw
instead of
puzzle,
having
you
to
can play at the
drag.
pace you want, and there's no fail state. There's no text at all in the game, greatly increasing accessibility. Color is an important aspect of the game, and so the palette and puzzle pieces were made with this in mind to accommodate colorblind players. And finally, there are 2 hint systems. You can view the full puzzle image at any time, like looking at the top of the box, and an incorrect piece will occasionally wiggle to catch your attention. Six-Sided Stories is designed to be accommodating to players who just want to relax and work through some cute puzzles.
This is great.
I mentioned
This is
earlier that I
definitely the
have
kind of game
chronic
I would
hand
recommend
pain
to
and
some of
limited
my
manual
friends.
dexterity, and this affects me as a game developer and as a player. So I've learned to do all of my coding by voice using a piece of software called Talon Voice. Here's a quick demonstration.
If block, camel should show menu, go down, declaration table.
It took me months, if not years, to get good at programming like this, and I haven't really found a way to make art hands-free, but I can't let these challenges stop me from making the games of my dreams. Our studio's goal is to make our games playable by anyone who wants to play them. So we're doing our best to make our games accessible, as well as making sure that they run on low-spec computers. We are just 2 novice developers, so we're always open to feedback about how to make our games more accessible. Please get in touch if you have any suggestions. And if you like the look of Questgiver or Six-Sided Stories, they're both available on Steam now. Thank you!
By no means does it make a game cheaper.
Soulblaze is a creature collecting roguelite for PC, Mac, and Linux, in which you capture and train animals to challenge and defeat the boss of each region. Combat evolves around rolling and spending dice to activate your moves, called tricks. Different effects can make your moves even stronger, such as rolling a double or matching the colors, allowing for building around certain strategies by matching trick effects and dice. Soulblaze features a selection of accessibility settings, which I'm constantly improving and adding to,
font.
such as the text-to-speech mode, which features screen reader support for native OS text-to-speech systems and NVDA. During a battle, all relevant information is read out to you.
Wild battle started. You summoned Kalbu, wild enemy, Difdagwa. Available tricks: 2. Press C to hear all controls. Press enter to begin battle.
Well done.
New turn. Rolling dice. Rolled 4, 2, 6 EXP. Difdagwa will use snap. Selected.
The monster names might
But
get
if
a
you
little
want to
tricky,
know more,
but I
you
like
can
it though.
always use the inspect button to get details.
Inspect mode on. Snap. Rarity. Decent. Critical chance. 6%. Damage. 2. Cost. 3. Precise. If you pay this skill exact, it gains bonus potency equal to its cost.
Might
By
need
pressing
to
left
adjust
or
the
right,
wording,
you can
but
get immediate details over
I
your
love the fact
animal
that they
or the
took time to
opponent,
do that, though.
including visual descriptions.
Difdagwa, a mix between a frog and a newt.
Oh.
It has a blue body with green spots and a white belly. 2
That's
sets of external
cool.
gills decorate its cheeks. It has lavender eyes and is looking gentle.
No.
Anemones are growing from its back.
You can play the game with a mouse, keyboard, or gamepad, and even touch if you're playing on the Steam Deck. And you can remap all controls in the settings. For players with color vision deficiency, I have made sure to pair all color information with icons. Additionally, you can fully customize colors of UI categories,
It really is
such
amazing
as
what you can learn
animal
watching this
elements,
stuff, though.
rarities, or positive
Just
and
to, like,
negative effects.
Put you in the
Other
shoes of
UI
somebody
features
else,
are
you know?
enabling the Open Dyslexic font and scaling the UI elements or the text size. With the difficulty customizations, you can select how many dice the enemy has, how much damage you receive or deal, including invincibility, that you defeat enemies with 1 hit, or that capture rate is always 100%. If Soulblaze has piqued your interest, give the demo a try and wishlist the game. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, Laura here again. This next game is a title that I think is tackling a deeply important topic, but one that's not often covered in video games, and is being approached from a more hopeful perspective than you might expect given its initial pitch. The game touches on difficult themes, in this case, life after childhood sexual abuse.
Whoa.
I believe this game has incredible potential and is really worth showcasing, but I wanted to give people a moment of heads up as to not be caught off guard by the topic.
Fair enough.
I hope you check out the trailer. I do think this game is doing something incredibly special and important.
Just a heads up to everybody in the chat. If you didn't
Wednesdays
catch that,
is a
this
hope-filled
does cover
narrative
heavy
game
topics.
about growing up after child sexual abuse. It is meant to be played by everyone, gamer or not. The game alternates between 2 phases. The Park, which is a simplistic theme park management game, and the Memories, which play like a visual novel or an interactive comic. Both can be played with a mouse, a keyboard, an Xbox controller, or any combination of
Why
those.
is that person a
Wednesday's
keypad
first
like
launch
me?
will always be in windowed mode, to allow the use of various accessibility tools. The settings are accessible from the start and at any time during the game. Wednesdays being a narrative game, a lot of care has been put into the accessibility of text.
Wednesdays.
Players can advance the story manually by clicking or pressing a button, or they can choose to have the text scrolling automatically with 3 different speeds available. The park and the memories use different fonts, but each of them can be replaced by a highly legible alternative font. 5 font sizes are available, from very small to very big. If you skip a line by mistake or want to refresh your memory, all the previously played dialogues are available in the diary. The text is always highly contrasted, and all the color palettes were chosen with different degrees of colorblindness in mind. No essential information is ever transmitted by color. In the park, the cursor movement speed can be adjusted. The drag and drop can be deactivated, as well as the animations, if they turn out to be annoying or distracting. The music and ambient sound volume, as well as the sound effect volume, can be adjusted independently. The game contains no 3D audio effect, and all important sound effects are dubbed with a visual onomatopoeia. Wednesdays requires no precision, no speed, no complex sequence of actions. It contains no flashing lights, no haptic feedbacks, and never requires to hold down a button. The game is available on Steam, but also on itch.io for those who don't want to create an account, nor learn how to use the complicated Steam client.
Now that's appreciated right there.
This is Heartspell, Horizon Academy, the upcoming puzzle-based dating sim with heartwarming stories and 11 lovable characters.
It has been a hot minute
Accessibility
since we've seen a game
is at
like
the core
this.
of Heartspell and guides its writing and design. The branching narrative gives players choices at every turn, with romantic and friendship paths for every character.
You want something from me?
Thank you.
Tell me what it is.
The puzzles are challenging, but have no time pressure. And at any time, players can adjust the difficulty or remove the puzzles entirely.
Oh.
To make the story as accessible as possible, Heartspell offers dyslexia-friendly fonts and an option to increase font sizes.
I love that this is
all
becoming a more common trend.
280,000 words of
Thank you for
Heartspell's
giving
story
the
are
game
voiced by our
its own
cast of talented
aesthetics,
actors.
Calm down.
font.
I know what a date is. Probably
But also
awesome
giving
dates. How
just
hard can
clear
it be?
fonts.
Oh, babe, there are plenty of fish in the sea, and no reason not to date all of them.
Heartspell also has more specific options like arachnophobia mode, and the team is always taking community suggestions for ways to make the game even more inviting.
Wow, you're amazing! Tasty!
It doesn't mention, but like in the top left, there's conditions.
Heartspell has a free demo with over 90 minutes of content to introduce its wondrous world and memorable
Arachnophobia
characters.
mode is a lifesaver.
I hope I'll see you
100%
there.
agree. I'm not afraid of spiders.
Here is Gales of
but
Nayeli, a
sometimes,
narrative-driven strategy
it's
RPG
scary.
from Blind Cocoa Studios.
Look at you,
As a
Elder
colorblind
Scrolls.
developer, we believe that strategic depth shouldn't come at the cost of accessibility. As a result, Gales of Nayeli has been built from the ground up with lack of color vision in mind. And is
RPG
jam-packed
like
with
this.
other accessibility features and gameplay modifiers to help tailor the game to your needs.
Oh my gosh,
For
there's so
instance,
many options.
there are options to receive more strategic advice from Daisy, the helpful fairy, or to make faction indicators more visible to differentiate your friends from enemies in the heat of battle. The effect hits can also be toned down to reduce eye strain during battle animations.
I love that
And controls can be remapped to make the game fully playable with only a mouse, a keyboard, or controller if needed. Finally,
a game
if
that
you're
lets you
here to
turn
enjoy
down
the
the
story
flash.
with a more relaxed play experience in mind, you can turn on Ideal Growths mode, which will ensure your units always grow to their maximum potential. Gales of
that's
Nayeli is
interesting.
made by strategy RPG fans, and we want as many people as possible to enjoy it. If you liked what you saw, feel free to try
I
out the
actually do
demo
like this
available
one.
on Steam
Probably do
and
a,
wishlist the
a stream
game
of
so you
this,
don't
just trying
miss
it
the
out.
game's launch this summer.
Or maybe it'll be a video. I don't know.
Hi there, my
Depends
name
what I have
is
time
Revia, and I'm a disabled and chronically ill content creator and accessibility advocate from Norway. And I'm also Laura's co-host on the podcast Control All Access. I'm born with a brain
I
injury
didn't know
called
they had a
cerebral palsy,
podcast.
and I also
Nice.
have arthritis. And due to that, I play games with my feet. Yes, you did hear right. I have a dual setup where I use both my hands and my feet to play games. And it makes
very
it so
cool.
that I can play a game without any pain. I have a burning passion for game accessibility.
No, genuinely,
and when I saw a game that has
option
added accessibility and are from my own home country was going to be on this show, I knew I needed to present them. So all the way from the land of Fjord and Fjell, I give you Sunlight by Krillbite Studio.
Hi, we're Krillbite Studio, and we wanted to give you guys an update on our game, Sunlight. In addition to the existing subtitles, we've added audio description to the game, making it accessible for more people, so they can enjoy this philosophical hike through a beautiful forest. Here's how it plays out.
Audio, controls, accessibility, subtitles, off, on, text size large. I'm ready.
Okay.
The sunbeam shines brighter on the leaf. The leaf stem starts growing. New leaves and branches spring from it as it grows into a tall, lively tree in a lush forest.
Nice. Welcome. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you focused? And not thinking about whatever's bothering you these days?
If only, fellow leaf, if only.
I'm not here to test you. Please, relax.
I love the audio.
Walk in the forest and listen for the sounds of flowers.
That's lovely.
Keyboard controls. Move forward with W, left with A, right with D, and backwards with S. Pick up and lay down flowers with space.
This soundtrack is amazing. Already here for it.
Sunlight is a calm experience with no fail state, no rush, and no pressure to complete it. No matter where you go, you'll end up in the right place.
Follow this sound to find flowers.
Oh. I was wondering about that.
You are now standing by a flower. Press space to pick it up. You've picked up one flower.
I love that accessibility.
It'll be another week until it's turned. A wave of gentle needles moving over my skin.
What?
You are now standing by a flower. Press space to pick it up. You've picked up another flower.
But it doesn't tell you how
the
many
sun
flowers
sets.
you have.
It's getting dark. At the outskirts of the forest, there are endless fields of cut tree trunks.
Sunlight's update is out now to experience.
This feels like it's in the category of like Journey. Very pretty game.
You might have heard about Survival Climber Cairn and thought the game was going to be intense and challenging.
Yep, we did hear about this
is true.
Just today.
But the team has also put a lot of effort in to make sure people with different skill levels and abilities can enjoy
Proof
the game.
that the game doesn't
Here's
hate
what
you.
we've been working on. Cairn is a climbing and alpinism game where you choose your own path and your own difficulty as you overcome a mountain. You need to balance your stamina and your position on the rock face to climb higher. There are no predetermined routes up the mountain. Meaning you can choose the one that is right for you. Just be sure to take care of yourself with food and water so the mountain doesn't claim another victim.
No,
we think our newest accessibility option is going to be especially impactful.
His
the
graphics
rewind.
are really
This mechanic allows you to undo any action in the game. You can even see your stamina usage on the rewind bar. After a fall, hit the rewind button and you can go right back to where you want to be. And then you can keep climbing. Not only can you use rewind to take back a mistake, you can also use it to explore and experiment to make your climbing journey in Cairn yours.
This kind of feels like what I ended up doing in Celeste by the end of the game.
Cairn also features fully rewindable controls, so you can make your climb feel just right. And many of the difficulty and accessibility settings can be customized in the options. You can enable limb highlighting, or you can even disable quick reaction minigames like the piton drill. Holds feedback is also available, so you always know when you have a good grip. And of course, we have 3 difficulty options, so you can pick the challenge that's right for you. You can play the demo right now on Steam and PlayStation 5.
So yeah, I think Cairn is going to be on our list here coming up.
Is a steampunk bullet hell game where you fight your way through waves of enemies like robot wasps, cultists, and dragons. I've taken care to make the game as accessible as possible in a variety of ways,
The game is equally playable with keyboard, mouse, and controller.
This is really cool
with
and
the keyboard,
really cursed
you can switch between time controls and directional controls for most chips, and of course, the controls are remappable. If you prefer to play with the mouse, activate the ship follows cursor.
Sea,
Finally,
which I was also
you
really
can use
bad at.
either stick or the D-pad on your controller to control the ship. Visually, it's of course fun when there's lots of particles and explosions and so on, but it can also be overwhelming or make important information hard to see. So there's detailed visual settings. You can toggle particles, animations, explosion flashes, damage numbers, and screen shake.
Bullet hells,
you can
it is
adjust
so
the
easy to
visibility
just
of
get
the
lost in the
background
whole
to be
thing.
muted or pure dark grey. And there's a color highlighting mode which turns enemies and enemy shops bright red and pickups
like
either blue or green while muting all other colors. Finally, there are two gameplay options worth mentioning. You can turn off permadeath, and you can freely adjust the game's speed.
The game starts with
I hope that with
permadeath?
these
Oh.
options, you can customize the game for your maximum enjoyment. Check out the game on Steam, and if you have any suggestions for my accessibility controls, let me know.
What the? That's actually a pretty interesting
Hi
game.
everyone, my name is Danny Brennan, also known as Dannyline online. My pronouns are they them, and I'm a white person lying in bed, wearing a purple top, hat and glasses, surrounded by penguins.
Yeah, penguins.
Being chronically ill isn't fun, but when I'm well enough, gaming is the best distraction from symptoms such as pain, and it gives me something to talk about with others,
love that blue
making
penguin.
me less isolated despite living mostly in bed. My hands don't always work all that well, so being able to use different control schemes is really important. On bad hand days, the only way I can play games is with a touchscreen, which is why I'm thrilled to be able to introduce this next game, which amongst other accessibility options supports touch input, as well as keyboard, mouse and controllers.
Love it.
Rollick and Roll is a casual puzzle experience inspired by
my
classic
gosh, it's like
Marble Run
Matchbox.
playsets. By controlling the level itself,
Hot Wheels and
you'll
Matchbox
help to
cars.
guide
It's
colourful
cool.
toy vehicles to their goal. Each button press will manoeuvre a set of corresponding obstacles.
Also, Rollick and Roll is such
These
a British
obstacles
title.
are distinguished by their contrasting colours and unique shapes. If your vehicle falls off the track, a countdown will alert you to an automatic restart. As you complete each challenge, you'll be rewarded with new vehicles as well as the opportunity to compete
What
at a
fun
harder
little idle
difficulty.
type game.
More vehicles means more mayhem. However, there are always opportunities to pause and plan your next move. The game's fixed viewpoint maximises comfort for all players, and the flipbook interface helps to maintain visual continuity. Convenient audio-visual cues ensure that literacy is not a requirement to play, although you'll find support for over a dozen languages.
It's both simple,
Players
but
can
also
rebind
clever
keyboard commands to their
and easy
satisfaction,
to
or choose to
physically do.
operate
I
a
like
gamepad with a single hand. Colour configuration is also available for
It's kind of game
players
you
to
could
set their
put
own
on the
palette.
Nintendo Switch and just play it without any issue, and just have fun.
Rollick and Roll is still under development, but please try out the demo on Steam and tell your friends.
In Trash Goblin, you play as a cute little goblin running a
Trash
cute
Goblin,
little
you
shop.
say?
You dig the dirt off
Go
trinkets,
on.
clean them up, and then sell them to customers. Maybe you upcycle them, maybe you make a tidy profit, maybe you invest that gold into your shop, customizing it, expanding
You're
it,
speaking
and
my
trying
language,
out new
sir.
and better tools. And we, the goblins developing it, have been trying out new and better ways to ensure that as many of you as possible can enjoy it.
I love that
For
they refer to
example,
themselves
during
as
cleaning
goblins.
play,
That's
we've
great.
added a dirt highlighter, which helps you find that last little bit of grime. And we chose to colour it blue to accommodate as much of the range of colour vision deficiency as possible. Plus, now we highlight a trinket's edge when the sponge is hovering over it, for extra confidence. The player can navigate their shop with the arrow keys, whilst controlling camera movement speed, and being able to toggle the camera edge movement on or off.
This goblin lives very
You
well.
can now also rotate trinkets with the WASD keys, whilst choosing the object rotation speed that
It's
suits
not
you
the same,
best.
but the puzzle
We
just
added a quest
reminds me
tracker
of
to ensure you
Honkai
always
Star
know
Rail.
what to do to meet your customers' needs, even after a break from the game. It allows you to find what you need with a simple click of an icon. Plus, it enables you to recall important customers, so you can take your time. And there's the Trinkepedia, handily tracking every trinket you've
I'm
found,
definitely gonna be checking out
cleaned,
a lot of these
upcycled,
games
and
today.
sold. Of course,
I'm liking
that's on top
these.
of everything we showed in last year's accessibility video. There are intentionally no fail states, time pressures, or skill gates. In response to player feedback, we allow players to choose several control modes for cleaning and chipping. All core interactions are achievable with just the mouse, whilst the keyboard can be used for navigation as well. We chose a sans serif font, and we allow you to control the size and speed it displays at. In fact, we recently got nominated for our work on this, which is of course very rewarding, but we're excited to work with our community to learn and to implement even more accessibility features into the game. Trash Goblin is out now on Steam.
Heck yeah, I'll check that one out.
This fast-paced first-person retro shooter is Blow Up, Avenge Humanity, a game developed by Wholesome Games. The team at Wholesome Games provides a series of accessibility features so that everyone may be able to play and enjoy the game. See these enemies? No? We'll increase the outline thickness and even change its color.
Huh.
Now you
Not my
won't
kind of
miss
game,
them.
but I appreciate that visual
Is it
fidelity
not enough?
option.
Turn on the desaturated background and highlight important options to help you see even clearer. This is
Let
an
people get
extremely
their shoot
frantic
on.
game, packed with lots of action and fast movements, which is why it also has accessibility options for UI and screen effects. Try reducing the opacity of the HUD, or changing the crosshair, deactivate some more effects, and
These are
customize
such
the
good
screen
options
to
for
your
a game
liking.
that's so...
Last
like,
but
the
not
visual
least,
fidelity is
it's
so
also possible
chaotic.
for players to regulate the amount of screen shake they will experience, as well as reducing or increasing their field of view. This way, people prone to dizziness in first-person games can have an easier time playing, although we're still working on finding new ways to make the game accessible to all players. If you liked it, please consider wishlisting the game on Steam, join our Discord server, and stay tuned to the Wholesome Games and Blow Up socials so you don't miss a single thing about Blow Up, Avenge Humanity.
I'm Leander Street. I'm a white non-binary person in their mid-30s with a bright green mullet, and I'm wearing a blue hoodie that says Assigned Earth at Birth on it with Intropology.com in tiny letters. My project is called Intropology. It's a narrative-driven queer indie game that's performed live by real actors online. I'm showing you some footage now of different moments in the live performance with actors in webcam views on the left-hand side and an interaction panel on the right which has things like voting options and text entry boxes. Here, the view of the actors is overlaid with a live coding environment with bits of text code and swirling...
I just want to take a very fast second and point out, too, without interrupting the presentation. First of all, I love that this is an FMV thing, where it's modern zooming to make the stuff. But also, I know this particular shot's a bad one. I love that they included somebody doing American Sign Language, or I presume American Sign Language, in the bottom corner here. So that way everybody can hear what's happening. And it isn't strictly just audio-based, where you can only hear these people and then hopefully make the right decision. I like that. That is just extra awesome.
Shapes that are being procedurally generated. The show is all about alien anthropologists in a multiverse that faces a cataclysmic breakdown in the nature of reality. Our next performance is on the 15th of June, and you can register to see it at intropology.com/tickets. The audience collectively shapes the story through a web app that looks like the main character's janky computer desktop. For example, in this footage, there's a purple taskbar at the top of the screen, and it looks like the actor's webcam view is in a video call program. The UI is all really simple, as if you're using a minimalist version of Linux that you might see on a Raspberry Pi. Our interaction mechanics are a bit like other narrative-driven indie video games. The audience votes for what the main character will say and do. And sometimes they get to write things in that they will say in a stream of consciousness rant. Combining games and theatre in this way allows us to bring interactive theatre to people who experience barriers to in-person venues due to disability, chronic illness, or regional inequality. All of our shows have integrated captions, BSL interpretation, and keyboard-compatible interaction.
How do I look? Oh god, my skin looks so pale in this black wig.
Some audio description is integrated into the script, and we're working on expanding our audio description to include everything that's on screen in a way that reflects the different worlds that our characters inhabit.
The interface you have accessed resembles a dressing table made of holly, inlaid with decorative veneers of ebony, purple heart, and sycamore.
We've designed the experience to be compatible with many of the access accommodations people use for browsing the internet, such as screen readers. But this isn't fully tested, and audio from the screen reader might clash with audio from the performance sometimes. There is also a potential process sensitivity risk in some aspects of our show. Anthropology aims to tell stories about how worlds become smaller and more fragmented, how we can reconnect, and how we can build better worlds together. If that sounds exciting to you, please register for our next performance on the 15th of June. You can register at anthropology.com/tickets.
Hello everyone, I am Sightless Combat and I'm very pleased to be back for another edition of the Accessibility Summer Showcase. Thank you so much to the organisers for having me on board for this. It's always great to be able to talk about cool, new, fun and interesting and of course, most importantly, accessible games. Now, for those that don't know me, I'm an award-winning multi-credited accessibility consultant and gamer without sight, having never had any sight whatsoever, from the UK, and also accessible gaming officer for RNIB, that is Royal National Institute of Blind People, the UK-based sight loss charity. By way of a description, I'm a white man with light facial hair wearing a cap with my logo on it, a pair of crossed swords intersecting an eye, and in my background is a large amount of gaming memorabilia that I've accumulated over the years as part of what my community has called the Wall of Stuff. Now, as to the game I'm going to introduce to you today, if you're not familiar with it, it's actually one that I've played before in a demo form, and it's from a genre that is kind of accessible by accident or by trial and error, depending on who you ask, and that is rhythm games. Yes, I get to talk about an accessible rhythm game. I played the demo, I think it was last year, and was very, very pleased and impressed.
Rhythm games are one of my favorite
And I've been keeping an eye on it ever since, and the developers have
interested.
continued to make updates, even to the demo build, and added audio description and a bunch of other interesting, cool accessibility settings like remappable controls, which is great to see.
Which is
but
really unfortunate.
I'm not going to try and spoil anything other than saying that if you're a fan of Rhythm Heaven and mini-games and interesting challenges, then I think this game will probably be for you. But without further ado, I haven't even told you the name of the game yet, so I'm going to introduce to you, from the wonderful folks at Tempo Lab Games, this is Bits and Bops.
Bits and Bops.
Bits and Bops is a collection of original rhythm minigames. Filled with catchy music, snappy gameplay, and gorgeous hand-drawn animation, Bits and Bops is sure to brighten your day. Bits and Bops is designed to be completely playable without sighted assistance. The game supports text-to-speech narration, with additional narration available to describe visual elements, helping to provide context to each minigame.
See, a sparkling blue ocean under a pale blue sky. In the bottom left corner of the frame, an orange cat wearing red shorts and holding a camera stands on the deck of a small boat. The boat bobs gently up and down in the water. Ah, the open ocean. This seal loves to bop the beach ball. Tap space to snap a photo. Next, bubbles appear in the water, then a purple seal emerges with a splash. A multicolored beach ball descends from the top of the frame.
Oh my god, it really is Rhythm Heaven. Let's go.
Sometimes he likes to juggle the ball. What a show-off. When you hear the bell, get ready to snap 3 photos in a row. Watch the ball for the timing. Next, a ship's bell sounds and the cat whips his head left and right. The seal emerges from the water and bounces the ball twice, then bops it back into the air on the 3rd hit.
So... how does it... Oh, okay, it uses audio signature from the bell. Gotcha.
Great. Now get out there and snap some photos.
Bits and Bops features more than 20 rhythm minigames, each with simple controls. The game's catchy, upbeat original tunes are sure to have you bopping along, while beautiful hand-drawn 2D art helps bring everything to life.
An instruction manual sits slightly askew on a wooden table. The camera zooms in to make the top 2 boxes fill the frame.
It's so good in its
description. Moves smoothly from box 1 to box 2.
And it really does. It keeps the essence of the rhythm game, so you can figure it out, even not be able to see it.
The window blind
That's
is
so
down
cool.
and the room is dim.
I didn't think that's possible for Rhythm Games.
The blind lifts to reveal a blue wren on the windowsill where the radio previously sat. The birds talk about their home lives. The
This
wren
really
raises
is
a
Rhythm
family
Heaven
and
Coder.
the
This
canary
is
eats
so
chips.
cool. I love this. After Saver Lionheart jumps into the chat from the window. Did I just your window? You did. Welcome in, Saver. Hope you're doing good.
And with their custom game engine, you can rely on
Currently,
lightning fast
we
response
are
times as you
near
bop
the
along to the
end,
beat.
I believe. Hold on. And pause real quick because I want to be rude to the presenters.
Bits and Bops. Releasing soon.
Oops.
Hello everyone, Laura K. Buzz here, quickly popping in one last time.
Okay. So yeah, this whole stream has been reacting to directs from the Wholesome Direct, the Women's Led Games Direct, and now also the Accessibility Direct. Which this is the one I was most excited for as the last one. Mainly because I have so many friends that have accessibility issues that I love seeing that. Oh, what was that? It does look like Rhythm Heaven? Let's go back a bit. So, this game is called Bits and Bops, and it has actually got blind accessibility options built into it. And frankly, the game is amazing. But let me let this gentleman right here explain it. Let's see. There we go.
Very pleased to be back for another edition of the Accessibility.
15th of June. You can register at interpology.com/tickets.
Hello everyone, I am Sightless Combat and I'm very pleased to be back for another edition of the Accessibility Summer Showcase. Thank you so much to the organisers for having me on board for this. It's always great to be able to talk about cool, new, fun and interesting and of course,
the short
most
of it is
importantly,
that they use the
accessible
screen reader
games.
technology.
Now for those that don't know me, I'm an award-winning multi-credited accessibility consultant and gamer without sight, having never had any sight whatsoever, from the UK, and also accessible gaming officer for RNIB, that is Royal National Institute of Blind People, the UK-based sight loss charity. By way of a description, I'm a white man with light facial hair wearing a cap with my logo on it, a pair of crossed swords intersecting an eye, and in my
What a cool
background is a
logo,
large
guys,
amount
by the
of
way.
gaming memorabilia that I've accumulated over the years as part of what my community has called the Wall of Stuff. Now, as to the game I'm going to introduce to you today, if you're not familiar with it, it's actually one that I've played before in a demo form, and it's from a genre that is kind of accessible by accident or by trial and error, depending on who you ask, and that is rhythm games. Yes, I get to talk about an accessible
I was so
rhythm
excited
game,
when he first
and
announced this.
I played the demo, I think it was last
I
year.
love Rhythm Heaven.
And was very, very pleased and impressed. And I've been keeping an eye on it ever since, and the developers have continued to make updates even to the demo build, and added audio description and a bunch of other interesting, cool accessibility settings like remappable controls, which is great to see. But I'm not going to try and spoil anything other than saying that if you're a fan of Rhythm Heaven and minigames and interesting challenges, then I think this game will probably be for you. But without further ado, I haven't even told you the name of the game yet,
just
so I'm
watch
going
the
to
magic
introduce to
they
you from the wonderful folks at Tempo Lab Games. This is
Can't wait for
Bits
it
and
to-
Bops.
Bits and Bops
Look
is
at
a
that
collection of
adorable art.
original rhythm minigames. Filled with catchy music, snappy gameplay, and gorgeous hand-drawn animation, Bits and Bops is sure to brighten your day.
The
Bits and
flipper
Bops is
snapper.
designed to be completely playable without sighted assistance. The game supports text-to-speech narration, with additional narration available to describe visual elements, helping to provide context to each minigame.
Scene, a sparkling blue ocean under a pale blue sky. In the bottom left corner of the frame, an orange cat wearing red shorts and holding a camera stands on the deck of a small boat. The boat bobs gently
It's honestly
up and down
amazing
in the
how
water.
intuitively designed
The
this
open
is
ocean.
too.
This seal loves to bop the beach ball. Tap space to snap a photo. Next, bubbles appear
Hey,
in the
good
water.
to hear you back,
Then a
Saber.
purple seal emerges with a splash. A multicolored beach ball
Yeah.
descends from the top of the frame.
It's magic.
Sometimes he likes to juggle the
It
ball.
uses audio
What a
coordination,
show-off.
audio cues.
When you hear the bell, get ready to
I
snap
love
3
that.
photos in a row. Watch the ball for the timing. Next, a ship's bell sounds and the cat whips his head left and right. The seal emerges from the water and bounces the ball twice, then bops it back into the air on the 3rd hit.
Giving a full description, you don't have to see this at all to do it.
Great. Now get out there and snap some photos.
It even has the right...
Bits and Bops features more than 20 rhythm minigames, each with simple controls.
It even has the right attitude for a rhythm having.
The game's catchy, upbeat original tunes are sure to have you bopping along, while beautiful hand-drawn 2D art helps bring everything to life.
An
Yeah, how have you
instruction
been,
manual
Saber?
sits slightly askew on a wooden table. The camera zooms in to make the top 2 boxes fill the frame. The blocks move smoothly from box 1 to box 2. The window blind is down
And here's
the
where
room
you
is
jumped
dim.
in the window.
The blind lifts to reveal a blue wren on the windowsill where the radio previously sat.
Been great, just improved my life by doing other stuff. Good for you. I'm glad to hear it. This is the most productive tweeter
The birds
conversation
talk
ever.
about their home lives. The wren raises a family and the canary eats chips.
And, with their custom game engine, you can rely on lightning-fast response times as you bop along to the beat.
Wow.
Bits
That
and
is
Bops,
really fast.
Releasing soon. Hello everyone, Laura K. Buzz here, quickly popping in one last time. This year's Access Ability Summer Showcase is nearly over, with just one trailer left before we draw to a close. I want to very quickly thank
It has
everyone whose
genuinely been
work allowed
amazing
this year's
and
Access Ability
eye-opening,
Summer Showcase
no
to take
pun
place.
intended, to
A
learn
huge
about the
thank you to my
accessibility
wife
option
and
they
editor
have.
Jane, who works incredibly hard to make sure this event every year is as polished as possible. A huge thanks to Brad Galloway, whose work on providing American Sign Language for the showcase every summer has been invaluable.
A
huge thank you to Sightless Combat,
I know, right?
who has narrated the audio-described version of the Summer Showcase for the past 2 years. Thank you so much to every disabled gamer who took time to share their stories in this year's showcase, and every game developer who trusted me to showcase their games this
I'm
year.
gonna be real. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, oh yeah, the Wholesome Direct. I did say I was going to do that with them, but I'm not available to stream it. So I'll do the video on Monday when I get home, and it'll be fine. And then somebody else is like, oh right, the Steam Next Fest is going on. I'm like, oh, okay, we might cover that. And then I actually get home, and I'm like, oh wow, there's like 10 different stream shows all happening. I don't got the time for all that. So I picked 3 that I thought would be most important for me to cover. It's also my birth month. Oh, well, happy early birthday to you, I presume. I think that's pretty awesome. And if I don't see you by then, I hope you have a great birthday, Saber.
And a massive thank you to Minicat Studios, whose support sponsoring the show this year was instrumental in helping to ensure that our British Sign Language interpreted version of the showcase could go ahead with minimal stress.
Make sure you keep your wish list updated.
Currently, the plan is for us to return in December with the first Access Ability Winter Showcase. We had plans to launch the Winter Showcase in 2024, but due to some unexpected hurdles had to push back the event's debut. If you want to see more accessible game trailers, tune in Thursday, December 11th, 2025
enough, by the
at
way,
4 p.m. UK,
that this
11
one
a.m.
person,
Eastern,
Laura Kate,
and 8 a.m. Pacific.
runs this event.
This first Winter
by
Showcase
herself.
will be a test run for making the showcase run twice annually. So tune in if you'd like to see the showcase regularly published every winter
Birthday
going
is
forward.
on the 18th.
With that said, thank you all so much for tuning in to another Access Ability Summer
But
Showcase.
yeah, if we're not Steam friends,
I hope you enjoy
I
our
will
last trailer and
gladly
have a
add
wonderful
you,
rest of your day.
And I'll keep it on your wish list.
This is Coming Home, a retro slasher horror game with a focus on home defense. In the dead of night, you hear someone lurking outside, but you are not defenseless. Watch the cameras, barricade your doors, and have your gun at the ready. Our game is inspired by retro slasher classics, but our approach to accessibility is emphatically modern. The game supports directional closed captions. Not only are all sound effects accompanied by closed captioning, but the game can position captions where the sound came from.
It's like
High contrast mode can render the Sundown Rippers and any interactable elements with brighter, more distinct colors to help distinguish them from the environment. Collectible documents have clean text transcripts to help with readability, as well as visual descriptions.
I can't even read that.
The game also features screen reader support for these transcripts, as well as all UI elements. While the default control scheme uses a keyboard and mouse, you can play the game with only one or the other. Controller support is also implemented. Any mechanics requiring holding an input can be changed to a toggle. Coming Home is presented as an authentic 80s slasher film. The CRT and VHS effects can be toned down or even disabled to enhance readability.
Always love a game that gives you those
Coming
options.
Home categorizes all sound effects and allows you to tweak their volumes by category. You can increase the volume of conspicuous sounds revealing the Ripper's positions, but decrease the volume of sound effects that can trigger misophonia. A persistent crosshair can be enabled to help with motion sickness, as well as an aim cone to visualize the range of the revolver. We're dead set on making sure anyone can play Coming Home, no matter what their preferences are. The Sundown Rippers don't discriminate, and they aren't picky. When it's sundown, no one is safe.
What an outstanding trailer to end that on. Fantastic. Oh.
Wishlist Coming Home now on Steam.
Alright. So, yeah. Laura K. Buzz. I wanted to... Let's see. Her channel is at Laura K. Buzz. I wanted to manually punch that one in. Because, holy mackerel... She deserves all the credit in the world for putting together all this stuff. It's incredible. Here we go. Put that in the chat here. Alright. And as a thing before we end the stream here, just as a heads up, the YouTube video will probably be cut down into multiple segmented videos later, but I'll do my best to put all relevant information into the description or in a pinned comment or both. In the game, man, it could not go work. Everything turns by, eyes appear in the dark. Well, I'm done here. But anyways, we're going to end the stream here for that today. I have had a great time with these, and again, all the videos, or all the links and stuff should be showing up. And we'll be back tomorrow with more